Action.
Woo!
Hey, y'all.
Hello, everybody. Oh, sorry.
Alright.
I'm
Hey,
so sorry.
y'all. The Origami Castle here's server here. Today we're back again with another Origami podcast, episode 3. Anyways, here I am. Hey, y'all. Kirsty here, but also known as Penkey from my YouTube channel. That's like my YouTube channel name, whatever.
Yeah.
And we have
No
other
problem.
people. We have other people here. Introduce yourselves.
Woo! In which
Hello.
order should you do so? Oh, you could do it first, Luna.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Luna. Yeah,
It's fair.
Next.
No, that's like.
Patty cakes.
Hello. I am Paddy Cakes. I am a person. I do stuff sometimes, and I do other stuff sometimes, and I'm here for this podcast now. And I was very happily invited by Kirsty, and I hope this is able to be a good time for everybody in the room. Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone,
absolutely.
for being here, and I hope we all have a good time. Thank you very much for inviting me here, Kirsty.
Anyways, yeah. So, and then now we also have Jamey. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Jamey, aka Fluffle the Great, 64, and I'm here to talk about things.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. And then we have Buzzy.
Karen, my computer wife, it seems I can't sleep. Got anything that'll do the trick?
Sounds like Plankton from SpongeBob, not Buzzy Trombone from Discord.
How
What?
you doing, bitches? How's it going, ladies? What are you doing?
Yeah. Anyways, so later on in the stream, we're gonna be joined by Cat and Lobster Cortex. Like after the first topic we talk about, right?
All right, fair enough.
So anyways, here we go. And all right. Cue the sound. I'm gonna cue the sound for the transition. Sound for the transition of the topic 1. Here, topic 1, Mario movie.
Yay, me! Someone just left.
Amy? Probably some
Never
issues.
mind. They're back.
There she is.
All right. So, anyways, topic 1, Mario movie. Cue the noise.
Yay, me! Oh, come on.
What?
Does she always disappear when that noise is made? She doesn't like the yay me, apparently. Hi,
What just happened?
I don't know.
What just happened?
Jamie?
What just happened?
Jamie, are you? Oh, she's silent. Maybe it's
Where
something.
is the podcast being recorded? Like, is this gonna be posted somewhere?
Yeah, the YouTube channel, the Origami Castle YouTube channel.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's cool.
Jamie, could you
Jamie's probably having some issues right now.
Oh no.
We should try not to bother her, honestly.
Hold on,
Let's just
hold on.
continue the topic on our own.
Paddy,
Oh, you could try talking to her.
Alright.
Oh, hello!
on.
Oh my gosh, her mic is so muffled.
Alright, can you hear us?
Jamie! Oh my gosh!
I'm having issues. Hold on.
No, you're
no
not.
problem.
Did you disconnect or something like that?
I don't know. It disconnected a few times, but it sounded like. Wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we all can.
okay.
Hold on.
I heard the ding a couple times, but I thought it was both times it was right when you said cue the sound, so I thought you were muting it for something.
Hold on. Something is happening. Hold on. Let me test it again. Let me cue the sound. Hold on.
Yay, me!
What the hell?
What the fuck?
Probably glitch.
Jamie! She's been cursed.
Jesus Christ.
Jamie, there's something with you and the yay me.
Oh, hold on.
This doesn't
Sorry.
go right.
For some reason,
Why don't you just put the sound on post?
for some fucking reason. Hold on.
Thank God. Well, yeah, Jamie had a good suggestion. We could just put it up on post production.
Okay. Oh God.
Yeah, it would be a bit inconvenient, but if it can not take her out of the call for some reason, I feel like that would be a worthy sacrifice.
Uh,
Oh my god.
no, no, we don't.
No, no, it's okay. My gosh.
Anyways, all right. Moving on to the first topic. Here, cue
Yay!
all right, cue the sound in a different way.
Sound moment. There
Okay,
we
then.
go. We
There
had
it
it.
is.
Yeah, that was definitely sound.
That was an easier way out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Jamie's still here. We can see her.
For some reason, cueing the sound in the soundboard literally kicks Jamie out. For some
For
reason.
some reason.
This was only it didn't happen to anyone else.
Fred
Oh
just
my
like
gosh.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's like an update or something like that.
Maybe Coconut and Fred just banished Jamie out of Salad Fruit Island.
Fruit salad island.
He just likes you. Banished.
No.
Oh,
Oh well.
Fred,
Okay,
Fred, don't do that, Fred.
Oh, Fred, please don't. He did it.
Okay.
Anyways,
okay,
yeah,
Mario movie. We're supposed to talk about that.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, cue the noise.
Noise.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about it. Let's start it. All right.
No.
Mario movie.
Alright.
Woo!
Alright.
Best movie of the year,
Alright.
2023.
All right. Patty cakes. We'll start with you.
Hello. Oh, me. Yay, me. Huh,
Yay,
get it? That was
me.
like a Coconut Fred reference. You got it, Kirsty.
I get it.
See, she got it. Okay, Mario movie. It's a movie about Mario. There's definitely that. He's a plumber,
Yeah.
and he eats mushrooms at one point. Yes, he doesn't like them, but he does that. Yes, and I'd say it was pretty good.
What were your
yeah.
favorite parts of it?
Honestly, if there are favorite parts, oh my god, it's because there's a lot to that movie to remember. Well, I did like the. Let's see. Let me see if I can go by order. I need to remember everything though. Well, the beginning with Bowser and the Penguins was awesome. We already saw that in the teasers, but it was pretty good. It was pretty great introduction to the setting, and absolutely amazing for a teaser. I don't think any of us can deny that. The scene with Mario in his room, I like his super nerdy geek room, but like after he gets disappointed by his dad, I liked it because it reminded me a lot of the 1986 Mario OVA. I actually, before I watched this movie, I actually watched the other two Mario movies that existed before it with my friend Penny, who is out on Twitter right now. I don't know if she want to be recommending it here or not. Whatever. I watched it with her. They were both fun, but I really liked that this movie seems to take like just a little bit of inspiration from both. I feel like if any of you guys in here like watched those two movies before or even after this one, you notice some similarities. Like it's actually kind of crazy. But this is one of them. I like seeing Mario playing video games, which he has an NES. For some reason, Nintendo is apparently a company in the Mario movie, and we don't know if Mario's a video game character in the world universe or not, but let's try and pretend he isn't. And I just liked it. I like seeing Luigi come up with his play just like he did in the 1986 film.
Yeah.
And it was nice seeing them have a brothers moment. Their brother dynamic was a pretty good part of the film, even if we didn't get a lot of it, because it was just so much focus on so many other things. It would be really nice though if we saw more of it, because what is already there is super pretty good. I really like the Yoshi's Island scene. Not Yoshi's Island scene, but the one where they have the Yoshi's Island designs of Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. That was so cute.
What surprised you?
What surprised me? Well, yeah, actually,
This
that.
Oh yeah, this could be either this could be either about like pre-release material or even in the movie itself when you saw the movie itself.
Fair. I mean, I was pretty surprised the movie as a whole. I think basically all of us kept like really low expectations of what the movie would turn out to be, and like just immediate after the first trailer, like everybody was already how does it say, skeptical of Chris Pratt's Mario. But holy shit, that first scene with Bowser and the Penguins, that was just crazy. Like, holy shit, this is the Mario movie. And it's so weird because, like, everything about this movie's marketing is just so different from everything Illumination did beforehand. Like, it's so crazy how they actually treated this one differently. And I don't really know if it's something they want to take for their movies beyond that, because we know there's an Illumination movie. There's plenty of Illumination movies coming out after this one. But it's very interesting that they seemingly treated one so differently. Oh, am I coming out? I'm so sorry.
No, he's not. He's not. He's not.
Like an electrical effect on your voice.
Yeah, are you from Binary Bottom?
Maybe I am. I'm so sorry if there's been issues. I don't know why that's been the case. It's just been that way for like
I thought it was just me, and I was like, you know, is my computer?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope that didn't ruin the recording.
No, it doesn't. You weren't cutting out. It was just that, I think like.
Okay.
It kind of sounded like when a YouTube video hangs while you're watching it for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we could hear you clearly. We could definitely understand what you're saying, you know?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so the marketing surprised me. It was just so surprisingly honest, especially with, like, they did show a lot of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, just separate scenes in the entirety. But I don't know, it's just so weird because everything was just so out of context in the things they show. Like, they really didn't bother developing a lot of stuff. They left a lot to be surprised about, you know? Because even though you saw so many scenes of the film, especially in the second trailer they released, like, you were just wondering how these scenes were gonna connect. And there's some stuff in there I thought worked really well in the film. Like, the Tanuki scene with Mario when he's chased by the Bullet Bill, that lasts like 2 seconds in the second trailer, but that's like a major part of the climax in the film, and it's super cool. I love that bonsai bill scene.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
What was there any like aspect of the movie, like, or part of the movie that you weren't like too big of a fan of, or you think you wish they could have done better or whatever?
Well, I think this is something that a lot of people in here are gonna say as well. That could be wrong, but oh well. Yeah, obviously the pacing was the biggest issue of the film.
I was gonna guess that.
Yeah, just the movie just jumps from one scene to another so much, and
it's so
like
fast.
they contextually work, but yeah, it's just so much stuff that you thought was gonna get more development, but yeah, there isn't a lot, and yeah, it's just like the movie introduces so many cool things to pay attention to, but it doesn't really pay attention to them enough to make it feel really warranted. But like what is already there is enough, and well, it's just cool. Like the thing is, in my opinion, this isn't the greatest movie of all time. I just said it was the greatest movie of 2023. I think it's really solid, yes, but obviously the pacing is the biggest issue with it, and it affects a lot of its appeal to me. And I honestly kind of get why critics were they're hitting so much on the movie. You know, back when the Rotten Tomatoes score was revealed and everybody was panicking like, oh my gosh, the Mario movie actually gonna be bad? What? But yeah, like I get it. Critically, this isn't really the most surprising or super developed movie of all time. It's just cool to see the Mario characters being interpreted in such a way, and seeing everything you expect from the games being taken to action. Like that's basically everything the movie does best at, and it is just a fun film to watch, you know? Like it's the kind of film that you just watch to turn your brain off and have fun with the whole wacky world and its characters. Kind of like SpongeBob and Sponge Out of Water. It's a film I kind of think of that in the same way. Like it's not critically the most super cool movie of all time with a crazy story behind it, but it's just fun to watch, and it does a good job at that. So I feel like it works, even though I do admit it could have been better in a different way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Favorite character in the movie?
Favorite character? Oh, that's. Oh, I would say Mario himself.
Like this also could go and also favor like voice cast rather.
Oh, okay, cool. Like, well, when it comes to the voice cast, I thought everybody was very solid. Like, I was surprised with how much I like Pratt's Mario. It's just because this interpretation of Mario is like different from what you expect him to be, Because everybody was like, oh, he's not doing a good Charles Martinet impression at all. But because, yeah, this is not Charles Martinet's Mario, Because when you think Charles Martinet's Mario, you think the Mario, the character he's been for so many years. Because it's Mario, he's the guy that jumps, he's the guy that eats mushrooms and stuff. Well, this isn't that Mario, It's Mario the very beginning of his adventure, he hates mushrooms, he isn't good at platforming because he has to train for it. Like, it is a younger, less mature Mario who doesn't really know how the world works, but he's determined to prove himself to the world around him. And yeah, I feel like Brad sorry, he does a good job giving that emotion to him while still. Oh.
What?
Hello? Are you hearing me? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My computer monitor turned off. And, sorry, it's a long story, but it turned off and I thought I had left for the call. I'm so sorry.
It was just for a second.
Yeah. It's because I became inactive in the computer. It turned the screen off because it does that automatically. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I felt like that Pratt, he did a good job of giving that feel to him, and still give out the character in the way he's usually portrayed as, even if it's not the exact same as Martinet's style. And I did really like the joke with the accent at the beginning, as I did the Charles Martinet cameos, which were really good. I wish there was more than 2 cameos. Like, they're good. I do think him voicing the Jumpman guy and Mario's dad, like, those are really good choices. But I feel like he could have done more. Like, I wish he voiced like a one-off Toad in the Mushroom Kingdom, or Koopa, or something funny like that. But oh well, I guess that happens. What is there is pretty good. But like, just in general, Mario's characterization in this movie is like a really unique one that I really wasn't expecting to like as much as I did. But I feel like he makes a pretty solid protagonist. In case of standout voice cast, obviously there's Jack Black's Bowser. You can't complain about that one at all. Peaches, peaches, peaches. He's very good at that song. And let me see if I can think of another notable one. Well, I do like Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong. He does give that cocky personality. Donkey Kong makes this movie a bitch. Which, by the way, I did really enjoy his dynamic with Mario. That was probably one of my favorite parts too. Forgot to mention that one. Because they're honestly even more brotherly than Mario and Luigi themselves, but in the sense of them being assholes to each other, which is also a brotherly thing. Obviously Mario and Luigi hit more the emotional side. Mario and Donkey Kong, oh, they're this close to killing each other. It's awesome. They're really cool. And yeah, like Mario, Seth Rogen, and Jack Black. I feel like Mario, the voice actor for Mario in the Mario movie.
Yeah, about the pacing, I feel like I feel like maybe that if there's gonna be a sequel or whatever, there probably is gonna be either way. But I feel like that will be addressed. I feel like that would be addressed.
There's probably gonna be like. Why are you even questioning sequels? There's probably going to be tons of Mario movies. Let's be honest to ourselves. There's rumors
in the final scenes.
Yeah, there's rumors of a Luigi's Mansion movie because everybody wants one, and hey, I want one myself.
Donkey Kong
Country. Like if they made one, yeah, that would be pretty great too. Like
Seth Rogen wants that. Seth Rogen wants that.
Yeah, that's true.
I heard something about Chris Pratt and Charlie Day wanting a Mario Golf movie.
Oh what? Yeah, I think they said that. Did they?
I did. I heard that in an interview.
Crazy. So like, I'm just saying, like, if we get a Luigi's Mansion movie, it's probably not gonna have as much trouble as the Mario movie did with telling its story, Because the thing about the Mario movie is just that it's trying so hard to camp these years of history into a single film.
I could see the first Luigi's Mansion being made into a movie, especially since like how
Yeah.
how short that game is.
Now, that's the thing, like, Luigi's Mansion, they don't have that amount of history to tell about it. Like, they can just focus, like, on a single location from a single game, or just trying to create its own story with its own characters, and or its own cast from the Mario world. Like, yeah, like, it's probably gonna work out better for them. And, like, a second Mario movie, like, they already have the established universe, they already have the established characters, they just gotta flesh that out a bit more. I have no idea how the second Mario movie is gonna plan out, honestly, because the movie did so many unique things while telling just the base Mario story. You know, someone got kidnapped, go save them. Like, what do you think they're gonna do next?
Yoshi.
And thoughts.
We know Yoshi's gonna be in it.
Oh yeah, and about Yoshi, what are your thoughts on what? How did you react when you saw that post-credit scene?
See, the thing is, I like Yoshi.
Did you scream?
Cool
Did you scream like I did? Did you scream like?
Oh, you scream. See, I did. I wasn't into it. Like, it's not bad, but it's just we already saw Yoshi's in the movie, so like it's not even a surprise. Like, oh my gosh, we're finally gonna see how Yoshi look like. But we already did. And like, do you guys think that the Yoshi, like the main Yoshi that is the playable one in Mario Kart,
The green
Mario
one,
Party, yeah, the green one. Like, do you think they're gonna have him differ from the other Yoshis, kind of like they had Toad? But the thing is, it's because
Never.
Toad, he's always been somewhat differentiated as a character because of his vest, of course. He's a red Toad with a blue vest. But like, Yoshi's not. Yoshi's never had something of his own. He's just been a green Yoshi, just like every other one. So like, do you think he's gonna be like the only green Yoshi in this universe, or do you think they're gonna have something to him to differentiate? Because even with Toad's already distinct design, they give him like a backpack and a stick and stuff. So like, do you think they're gonna add accessories to Yoshi as well?
I don't know.
It's not
I don't know.
even something I'm asking, but it's something to think about. It.
Mohawk.
You give him what?
I hope they give
A
him a
mohawk. Oh, that would be
What?
crazy.
1,000 your door.
Come on. TTYD real.
Real. No
Real,
fucking
real.
way.
When I saw Yoshi, me, and pretty much everyone else in the cinema just screamed, Yoshi!
Nice. Well, so did the character. Like it's not the worst thing ever. I'm glad Yoshi's gonna be in the film, and I am interested.
What
to
did you
see
feel
how
like?
they're gonna deal with him
Did you
in his
feel a little?
speeches.
What do you felt a little bit? Underwhelmed by that.
Not underwhelmed. It's just because I was ready pleased with the film as is. Like I could have gone without an end credit scene, but the fact that there is one, like that's a bit of a surprise. But yeah, it didn't exactly surprise me much because Yoshi's already a pretty established character. I was like, oh okay, Yoshi, cool. Can't wait for like 3 years right thereafter. But oh well. It's not the most underwhelming thing ever, but we could have gotten something a little bit more exciting, I think. Like, I would have gotten a lot more excited if there was Wario, or Waluigi, or Wart, or whatever, or Fawful. I don't know.
Either Wario and Waluigi or Rosalina as the most realistic guesses. I would have loved something, but I don't.
Rosalina, because of the fucking Lumali. It's so weird they have a Lumali in this movie, but there's basically no mention. Yeah, they mentioned galaxies in the trailer, so like, maybe we get a Mario Galaxy-centric movie at one point, but it's so weird that they gave Lumali such a spotlight without even a mentioning of anything else. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they
Hey.
even gave Lumali a McDonald's toy as well.
That's true. Oh, she is
The
pretty stand out
McDonald's
of the
toys was a spoiler!
film. You're not wrong. It did go out before we even get to see her in the third trailer.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's
All right.
Comment. Oh,
So is there anything else you wanted to say before we move on to the next person?
anything else?
Like on their thoughts on it?
Let me see. Well, there's not really much I can say. It's just a solid film that made a lot of money. We're all aware of that. And Nintendo's and Illumination are absolutely drowning in cash right now, and they're obviously gonna make sequels about it.
Mario
it's a pretty solid
Sweep,
film.
Mario Sweep, Mario Sweep.
Mario Sweep, absolutely.
Mario Sweep.
it made 1,000 Marillion dollars.
$1,000,000, hell yeah, baby. If there was anything more I could say,
I love the.
I
Okay,
no, you can say it.
I was gonna make a joke of, oh, I love the part where Mario says it's Mario time and just Mario's all over those guys.
You could. He did a Mario. He did definitely do plenty of Marios in that film. Okay, I don't think I've got anything more to say, honestly.
Wait, hold on. Refresh my memory.
Uh,
I feel so dumb for asking this, but refresh my memory on this. But
Okay, no
does he
problem.
say it's Mario time? Or Mario
No,
time?
he doesn't. I don't remember him saying that at all. Sorry. You see, I'm just saying they could have improved the movie. It has some flaws. Him not saying it's Mario time is one of them. But oh well, it happens. You know how it goes.
We get it to Waluigi time.
The crowd would have gone wild.
I would have gone wild if you said that. Well, we did get
The
You
crowd.
Just Got Luigi. We did get You Just Got Luigi.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
That's great. Oh.
Movie where we get too bad Waluigi time.
It would be
Alright.
so fucking funny if Waluigi just did not appear in the movie universe at all, as he does in Smash Bros. He just doesn't get anywhere outside of Mario Party and Mario Tennis and Golf, obviously.
Everybody cheated but me.
Cheater.
Everybody cheated but me.
Loser.
Oh, that's rough, Waluigi.
Anyways,
Alright, who's the next one?
alright, Jamie's the next one.
Jamey! It's Jamey time!
And she Jamie's all over those guys.
Oh my gosh. Kirsty, please!
Oh goodness. Okay, so loved the movie. I actually went to see it in 4DX, and it was the first time I ever went to see a movie like that. And I didn't actually know how immersive it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be a big screen with 3D, but no, the seats actually moved.
Whoa, was it 4D?
They actually released smoke whenever Bowser was breathing fire.
Oh
And-
yeah,
Oh
that's a
my
4D
God.
theater.
They sprayed whenever there was water. It wasn't like
It was
it wasn't enough to
spray
like
water at the screen, right?
sensation. Huh?
Oh, they would spray water at the audience, right?
Oh, how was that experience?
It was well. I wasn't ready at first. But
that's
somehow
fair.
we had this fancy technology to where my drink never sloshed, even though it was almost completely full in the cup holder. It never sloshed. There was like some gravity mechanic in there that while I was being jostled around. Well, it was interesting, but I
Jamey just flies away from the seat, but the cup doesn't.
Well, let's just say that if I had known that there was going to be that much movement, I probably wouldn't have had a very hearty dinner before going.
Oh my god.
You know, nothing happened. I just was a little worried. But the movie itself was fantastic. I
Nice.
love the way, and I love that they brought back the Brooklyn story. I always.
Oh,
I also like that take on the Mario story, where Mario and Luigi came from our world, and we get to kind of see parts of real culture, because
Like the Super Mario cartoon?
quite a few animated movies that took place in New York City, like Oliver and Company, and movies like that. And so, even though I've never actually been to New York City, I kind of have a nostalgia for it. I love
fair.
That being where Mario originates from, and the way. So the dog that attacks him.
Francis moment.
The dog.
It's funny because I don't remember exactly, but isn't there a song from Origami King in the movie? I think
there is.
Yes.
It's
The paper
it's
macho,
like
the paper macho Buzzy Beetle
that
boss.
theme.
I don't remember exactly. Did that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't that play during the scene with the dog?
Did it?
I have no.
don't remember.
I have to see.
Wait,
I don't
hold on,
know.
hold on. Let me look for the
I
song.
haven't seen the whole soundtrack in the order it plays, so oh shucks.
that-
I just remember hearing the samples from the game and being happy about it.
If that's actually where it played, then that might mean the choice to use Paper Mario music during a scene where the dog's name is Francis. That might actually be a.
That could have been intentional. That could have been great.
I don't know, but
The dog design looks a bit off, and not in a good
it's
way.
like an illumination dog.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's
feel like
obviously an illumination.
I feel like
dog.
I feel like they could have at least tried to make it like a Duck Hunt reference, like make it look like the Duck Hunt dog.
Or it had like a painting of the Duck Hunt dog in that house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did.
And so, well, I have things I want to talk about regarding the concept art, but first I want to just talk about my impressions of it.
Favorite parts of the movie.
I love. I was so happy when I saw Foreman Spike for the first time because, like, I knew I somehow never had his appearance spoiled for me before I watched the movie. So
Same here.
First time in the movie, and that was cool. Also, he's an asshole.
You guys mean this song?
Yes, this one.
Huh?
Just posted on voice text. This one?
Yes.
This one?
Oh goodness, my phone screen turned off, and
When did that play?
Oh.
I watched the movie twice. When did that play?
I'll have to see. I'll have to comb through the soundtrack.
Oh! Okay, hang on. Mario movie, Paper Mario reference. There we go. Let me look at this. Let me see if I can find it.
Holy shit, they really did add a bit of everything.
Yeah. Hang on.
I heard there's Wario's Battle Canyon, and that was actually confirmed.
Oh.
Kill me!
Yeah, they made some deep cut references. I hope in the sequel that we might get some music from the older RPGs.
You know what's
Yeah.
you know what's the deepest cut reference they did that shocked me? The
What?
Super Mario Bros. Super Show theme.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
My
Everybody
God.
was like
I
that.
love that when it came out. Trailer.
I love brought that back, but anyway, and yeah, speaking of which, I have one little pet peeve about the Super Show theme, the plumber rap. It is so small and so minor. It's so small, but you know how when they're doing the dun 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 during the song, in
Yeah.
the original dun 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 dun. But
No. Oh, that's in Due to Mario.
No, it's also in the rap. I remember that. It's not in the first time they play it. The first time they play it, it's like doo 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 doo. Oh, we're the Mario Brothers. But then when they have that people in the middle of the song, it does have that other note like that.
Okay.
Do the Mario, but the same in this version. So that throws me off every time I listen to it.
Fair.
But I actually did make an edited version where I separated the vocals and the music, and then I moved a note that had the right note into that place to try to fix it.
Cool. Would you mind sharing that, Jamie? I would like to hear that.
It's on my side channel, Dark Fault of the Great 64. Look at that.
Thank you.
It'll be one of the first things you see. I'm pretty sure I uploaded to that one.
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah. But,
Nose. Oh, there it is.
Like, how did you react?
Well,
Like,
there it
with
is.
the fact that they even made that reference in the first place?
Well, I'd already heard the song. I'd already heard the song before I saw the movie. So most of my initial shock from it came when they first released the promo that had
Yeah,
that.
Trailer, yes.
that's what I'm just referring to. Like, how did you how did you react to that promo?
Like, it was insane. I was like, okay, wow, they're actually going there. That's amazing. Like,
I screamed. I screamed.
Guys,
like
I'll be going out for just a second. I'll be back.
I usually don't scream unless I'm recording. I kind of just think things, but I definitely was like super excited about that. And like, so let's see what else.
Flaw. Now we're
So the
Yeah.
Bowser is amazing in the movie.
Oh,
He's a total simp.
okay.
He's a total simp for Peach. But that's kind of consistent with his character in at least the more story-driven games, where he's not just kidnapping her to rule over her kingdom. He's kidnapping her because he has a crush on her. And I liked that they went for that angle. One thing that I'm honestly relieved about, that a lot of you, I don't know how many in here are going to hate me, but I'm pretty sure the majority of people in general are going to hate me for this. But I'm thankful they didn't really do much in the way of making Mario and Peach a couple. They kind of teased it a little bit, but not anywhere to the degree where I thought it was any more than they ever do in the games.
I am neutral towards the couple. I'm neutral towards it. I don't really care for it. I don't really. It doesn't really affect me.
I don't. I think that it's best. That kind of stuff is just best left up to fanfics and fan headcanons and stuff.
I like to think that the whole Peach kisses Mario thing is just, a friendly gesture.
Yeah, and she does it when it's Luigi too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't when it's anybody. She did it with
No,
Toadette.
it's like I don't think of it as a romantic, kiss. I just think of it as a friendly gesture.
Doing with respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I see it too. But anyway, as was said earlier, I kind of agree with the sentiment that a lot of the locations in the movie should have been explored more. Like, some of them were only really seen for like one shot.
Oh, the toaster, the Sand Kingdom from Odyssey and Bob Battlefield from.
They really included Tostarena and Bob on Battlefield for just 3 seconds each.
Why didn't we get to see any Tostarenas?
Right? That's so cringe.
They have such cool designs, and we did get King later on.
We did. King Bob died in this movie, and that's so based.
That just shows up for like one scene and then dies.
It's so based.
It's Gongaga all over again.
You could say that. Well, he did die. Do you think we're gonna see King Bob-omb's Ghost in the Luigi's Mansion movie? Whoa.
No. It's Gongaga all over again.
Another thing that I really liked was that they showed flashbacks with Baby Mario and Baby Luigi.
Oh my god!
So cool. That was so cool.
As a baby Luigi main in Mario Kart Wii, I was like fangirling. I was just screaming.
Aww.
I don't know whether I could be completely wrong on this, but that kid that was bullying them, that might have been a younger Spike.
It could have been. He was using sunglasses, but I don't think
It really
that
looked
was
like
the case.
him.
I don't think so. I mean, because Sportman Spike's like hair is like black.
Yeah,
he's
black.
He's not blonde.
He's blonde. Maybe he dyed it.
I
He dyed his body with it.
People can change their hair color really easily.
You could say
Oh
that.
yeah, or oh yeah, maybe because when I was a baby, I was blonde.
Yeah,
Fair,
and hair
fair.
gets
Yeah, that's
darker as
fair.
you get older.
If I think at one point it fell off, and then I grew like I'm now brunette.
Fair.
I just feel like it would thematically line up if Spike was the one that was bullying them as kids. Also, like he's kind of been a bully the whole time, and he doesn't come around to them and stop bullying them until they had their
Yeah,
triumph.
they become the Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. But, oh my goodness! I hope this leads to Spike being put in Mario Kart. Like,
Oh
Please.
my god.
could,
We
he
need
could.
so much Spike material. This movie better wake up some Spike material in the Mario franchise. He better be in the next Mario Kart.
so
It happened. It happened. It happened with Pauline in Odyssey. So
And Odyssey,
I mean,
yeah.
Odyssey was still a game though, so
Yeah.
let's see if
Just so.
he would have to. No, he
Um,
would have to have some sort of like some sort of redesign for like a game appearance, whatever.
Do you think they would give him a redesign?
Mario's design in the movie doesn't look that different from his game design.
Yeah.
feel
I
like
feel
they-
like
Pretty similar.
maybe
He has a collar. He has a collar. That's what I noticed.
Yeah, the
See,
collar.
It would be
That's
funny
basically
if his Spike appeared in a game and he had a design similar to the movies. That would be kind of a funny turnaround, wouldn't it? Because we haven't seen him in a long time.
So
A
simple
year. Okay.
texture stuff and have a little bit less detail to be in line with the rest of the game models, but I think the
Yeah.
design would work.
It would work very well.
They also had the cutscene, or not the cutscene. What is this, a game? They
Cutscene.
had the flashback scene with Baby Peach.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
was crazy.
Which by the way, I found concept art of that like not too
What?
long ago.
Oh, also art of Baby Peach. I don't remember that.
I think that's the first time it's explained where Peach came from. Why she's a human in a world full of toads. And I thought that was interesting, but there was one thing that kind of soured it for me, and I think you know where I'm going with this.
Oh boy. Just say it.
What was it?
Where the heck was Toadsworth?
Yes.
I knew you were gonna mention
Yes!
this. I knew you were gonna mention Toadsworth at
Yes!
some point. Yeah.
Toadsworth was in the concept art. They have no excuse to have.
It's so weird. It's so weird they don't
yeah.
want to include Toad's
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
They robbed him. They robbed him.
Oh, he's
They
been
robbed
kidnapped.
us.
That's gonna be the plot of the Mario movie too, obviously.
Where's Toadsworth? Toadsworth
dead.
Toadsworth is gonna be.
basically my only,
Dead. He died
criticism.
of old age.
and it's still just a nitpick. But
No, he's still
Why-
in Pilio Island.
toads, why are all the toads? Why do none of them have mustaches? Why don't
It's so
why-
weird.
It's like people keep saying, "Oh, there's no mandates. There's no mandates." And
It's
they'll-
so obviously
There
clear there
is
are mandates.
there is mandates. There is mandates.
It's so crazy.
Like I'm
Because obviously-
I'm on your side on this. I'm on your side when it comes to this, Jamey. You know.
Yeah, I know. It's just like I'll just say my morale on the internet has gone way down because of how people have responded to me sticking to this. And like I can understand wanting to give Nintendo the benefit of the doubt. I just like I've put a lot of time and effort into compiling all my evidence of this, and speaking of which, I want to make another video about it.
Like a follow up to
Yeah, that addresses.
the down with the
Toadsworth-
Mario mandates.
And I feel like I feel like it might be curtains for Toadsworth. I feel like I don't think he's going to be allowed to appear again. I would love to be wrong. I would be
I
so.
I believe I believe in you, Jamey. I believe in you. You can do
I
it.
believe that you can be wrong.
Yeah, like
He has. I mean, look at the past 3 Paper Mario games and how they're improving. Like from Sticker Star, Color Splash to Origami King. Look at how the Toads are improving. The
They
designs.
have.
kind of being allowed to have more costumes, but they still haven't had a mustache or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
The only time we've had mustaches on pre-existing Mario species is when they make it a point to say that they're fake,
Yeah.
like with that in Shogun Studios.
Yeah.
But we're kind of getting off topic on that.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't really have anything to do with the movie.
Yeah.
But
True.
I think it was a big missed opportunity to not have the Toads more resemble the types of designs they had in Paper Mario 64. They even had a Toad named Chanterelle. And it's just
What?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Oh shoot! I never told you this, Luna.
Toad voice, you know?
No, I don't think you have.
That voice. Like, a lot of the Toads had unique voices, but that one actually sounded like a game.
It's weird because like they are allowed to have unique voices, but like the thing about the quote unquote Mario minutes, which have never been titled as such, people like to like repeat that these are fake just because we quote the idea of Mario minutes a lot, but like it's obviously because that's just a made up title. They've never been titled as such. We just know that there are restrictions to character designs. But that's the thing, it's a character design restriction. So obviously those can have different voices, but they can't look different. That's why we have the idea of female toads because of their voices, but they look the exact same as the guy toads.
Yeah, I just wish they could have visually look the way their voices are. Like
Exactly.
in the scene where the same scene where Toad just randomly name drops Chanterelle, even though that is clearly not Chanterelle.
It's not the Chanterelle from Mario 64.
There's also a Toad who's like a shopkeeper, and he's like an old guy. You can hear it in his voice that he's very old.
Yeah, supposed to be old, but he looks exactly as all the others.
His appearance, he still looks just as much like a toddler as the rest of them.
Yes.
It's so weird. But like that's the thing, like they just can't. And it's so funny that people try to pretend that this isn't a restriction that exists because the guys behind the movie they said, oh, we tried making the Toads generic on purpose, but then what? What does this disprove about anything? It's the exact same thing as what is in Paper Mario. Like there's younger Toads, there's wiser Toads, but they all look the same. Except for outfits.
I feel like they kind of dodged the question when they were asked about that regarding the movie, and unless
So
we're thinking
weird.
use. But the one I remember, they asked if they took any inspiration from Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi, and if they had any restrictions on the
Oh no, we were trying to focus on the mainline titles, which happened to include Toadsworth, but we didn't want him in this movie for some reason, despite him being in the concept art.
They didn't even address him. They just kind of pretended.
They didn't mention him at all. They just
just
pretended he didn't
justified.
exist. It's so ridiculous.
Oh,
But
man.
anyway, back to like the positives of the movie. I still really like this movie, and
Absolutely.
and one thing, it's been mentioned before, but like Lumalee, Lumalee is there, but there are no other Lumas. There is no Rosalina. And I just feel like, why would they give Lumalee so much prominence if he's literally the only sign of Galaxy content, other than Peach mentioning that? Like,
Also, Lumalia was funny.
She was
Yeah.
funny. I
Yeah.
feel like how funny she is varies on the person. There's a lot of people I saw that didn't find her funny, but no, well, it's just dark humor. You know how it is. Some people like it, some others don't.
I feel like the Penguin King called it a he.
Oh yeah,
Is it?
I don't
he
know.
did.
All I know is that Lumas are basically children.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I
They're child galaxies.
Hmm.
He was voiced
Yeah.
by one of the creator's daughter. So
Oh yeah.
the director's daughter voiced him.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Luma Lee is a boy. Yeah, I mean,
Oh
Kind of
shucks.
a similar
if I mean,
scenario
if a
to
character, I mean, if a character, I mean, the character, if a character if a male character is sounding like a girl, like like a child, like for example, Bingo from Coconut Fred. If it's so, I'm
like
sure,
I think it's a similar scenario to like the Toaster from the Brave Little Toaster, because
yeah,
Oh.
the characters address him as a male, but he has a feminine voice and it's voiced by a woman. I always thought that he kind of was
Oh.
meant like a child type voice. I don't think he's necessarily a child because he's been there for so long, but like he
yeah,
kind of got that. Not Blanky is the one that's child coded, but like
yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say, like.
yeah. And
Oh yeah,
and
that's understandable.
and
But
they're
it's
and they're voiced by and those characters are voiced by women, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
like
actually,
it's not uncommon for
an actual child. I
So
think Blanky is voiced by an actual child.
yeah.
But
So I guess it's like Bingo from Coconut Fred.
yeah,
yeah,
it's not uncommon for ladies to be voicing childlike characters. I mean, Tara Strong is a great example of this. Like, she voiced Timmy Turner, the male protagonist of The Fairy Odd Parents, and
Yeah.
he's voiced
Yeah.
by a lady.
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, I thought Bowser's musical number was amazing.
Yes.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Like,
You just can't go wrong with them peaches.
and it's like Jack Black did an amazing job. I think in
He
terms of the
did,
voice,
absolutely.
Jack Black easily took it home for the voice performance. But I didn't mind Chris Pratt's Mario. People said that Chris Pratt's Mario was going to be terrible and not a good fit, but once I actually watched the movie and heard it, how it sounds in the movie, it's good, you know. It's like
Yeah, it's
It
Yeah.
sounds like Brooklyn Mario, like the Mario we
yeah.
had before Charles Martinet became the voice. That said, since Charles Martinet did voice Mario's dad, which had a similar accent, I think that shows Charles Martinet could have very easily not to the same.
It's so weird. Like his yeah, the thing is, his role with Mario's dad, it just proves how good he is at acting, and how great he would have been, like, just being
The
Mario
fact
himself.
when I said this before, like back when the voice cast was announced, but when it was announced that Chris Pratt would be Mario and Martinet would be a cameo or whatever, the fact that he was involved, I was convinced that he like pushed for the Mario role, like really wanted to be Mario, but couldn't because Hollywood or some shit like that, you know.
Hollywood.
Oh my god.
Well, I feel like Charles Martinet. I don't think he's a bitter person who
Yeah,
he
he's a pretty chill guy.
happy all the time. Like he is happy doing whatever they want, whatever they need him to do. He'll do it, and with a smile on his face. Like
It's okie dokie.
I spoke
Yeah.
to Charles Martinet that one time, and he is probably the most wholesome person I've ever met.
Oh my
He's
god,
such
I
a
remember
super
that.
nice
I
person.
remember that.
My god.
Like, I don't know. I still hope to meet him at a convention or something one day.
It'd be nice.
But like, yeah. Also, I did notice that sometimes with Bowser, when Bowser like kind of does a grunt, you can kind of hear Kenny James's Bowser voice in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
So they did kind of, and also some of the in-game voice clips happen. The in
I also heard that.
She had a Yoshi sound effect from the games, and also the Luma Lee makes an actual Luma sound sometimes.
Yeah, laugh.
Yeah.
oh yeah. That reminds me, the star scene. You know, when Mario and Luigi get the star and start beating Bowser the fuck up. There's a moment where there's like a slowdown as they're jumping in the air. Yeah, that has a shine sprite sound to it. That was very nice.
Oh,
What?
oh,
yeah.
speaking of that, from what you know what I heard about that scene that when they were like making that scene, I heard
Huh.
that Illumination wanted a pop song to play on that.
Oh yeah, that scene.
They really sleep on the original score.
Like
Yeah.
Brian Tyler, the composer for the movie, like fought hard for the star to be in there, and
He
succeeded.
did.
But we lost driving me bananas in the process.
It sucks, but it's what we got. Hopefully, there's a director's cut
We-
in
we-
the DVD and Blu-ray releases
We
with the
tried.
credits added to Grant Kirkhope. We do need that too.
We need that. Yeah, we need
We
that.
need that.
Yeah. Also, oh goodness, what was it? Oh yeah, during that climax scene where Mario and Luigi had the star and they're like fighting together. It was amazing, but
Yeah.
one thing that I think it was missing that would have been amazing is if they did some of the bros moves from Mario and Luigi.
Oh,
Oh
that would
my
have been
God.
crazy good.
But
They don't
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that. Oh,
that would
gosh,
be
that
great.
would be
But
crazy.
at least you know the whole Super Mario 64 tail swing.
So long, Game Bowser.
I was hoping they would add that.
He did do that in the 1986 OVA.
So long, Game Bowser.
Yeah.
Bowser was gay way before 1996.
Oh my goodness. I just hope that having more material from the RPGs isn't completely off the table in sequels. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
like if we could get even like within the next few movies, if we could just get like something that implies the Bean Kingdom exists.
Oh, that Bean Kingdom. That would be great. That's the thing. Like, even if you take the quote unquote Mario Man into consideration, like the beans don't fit
Yeah.
into that, so they could have as much liberty as they want. After all, the Mario and Luigi remakes included them and stuff.
Yeah.
There's no issue with that.
Yeah. But
I
but
think
but
those
I feel like
remakes-
I
think
feel
those
like
remakes, like
so like I was saying, I feel like if you're gonna predict if there's gonna be RPG stuff in the next one or next Mario movie, if there's gonna be one, probably is gonna be one. But if just slow down, just like
Yeah.
just just kind of like don't really
Fair.
try and keep your expectations low.
It's not that like I feel like the expectation is just not in there. It's just because I feel like if they're gonna make a Mario movie sequel, if there's something I feel like can be expected about it, is that they take more time to like develop everything that was already there instead of focusing on establishing more stuff, which would be required if we're focusing on more RPG-ish elements. But I feel like a cameo or any references would be
Yeah.
nice too.
Yeah, but I'm not holding my breath. Just like
Yeah, fair.
imagine if there was just like a toad in the background that had a Geno doll. Like,
Oh, that would be cute.
oh, oh my god.
I feel like it might be too late to start introducing toads with hairstyles and mustaches though, which really sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We already got to town and we saw all of them. They were all the same.
Yeah, if you've seen,
You've seen one too, you've seen them all. They're all the same to me.
Jamie, say it again. Say that line, but with Ollie's
Say
voice.
it,
Ollie's
say it.
voice.
Go off.
Hold on.
If
You've seen one toad, you've seen them all. They're all the same to me.
There we go.
There we
We
go.
have it. It's the ultimate Paper Mario line.
Yes. Yeah. She recorded.
That sums it up quite well.
She did that for
Oh,
the.
nice.
She's voicing Ollie in Origami King fan, whatever. But anyways,
noticed.
all right. Anyways, my thoughts on the movie. All right.
Go off, Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, okay. So, my favorite part. Shit, I like a lot of it. I can't really say for sure.
You can take your time. Don't worry.
I like a lot of the parts. Just I like the Mario Kart scene. I like.
We didn't talk about the Mario Kart parts at all so far.
Oh,
I
I just realized.
I like the Donkey Kong, fight.
Oh my goodness.
I also.
Donkey.
So many
So-
months. But finally, in Twitter, I
loved the part with Luigi. Loved like any parts of Luigi because I love Luigi.
I love the brotherly dynamic between Mario
Yeah.
and Luigi.
What surprised me? Super Mario Bros. Super Show theme. I mentioned that. Fucking Eric Balza is in the movie.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah. What's that character in the Owl House that what's that character in the Owl House that Eric Balza plays?
You mean Amy?
Faust.
Huh?
Oh,
What was it?
Just creatures.
What was the character's name again? I didn't really hear.
Principal Faust.
Uh,
He's horrifying.
yeah, and he also he also is like the current like voice actor for Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny, yeah.
oh.
His range is just phenomenal.
Yeah,
Which makes me think he would be a really good choice to be in this movie. Because he voices the Toad General that replaced Toadsworth.
yeah, and Eric Balza is also known for voicing Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy, a dope party cartoon apparently. and at one point, and you know what I was gonna bring up. He also voiced Slip and Slide from Coconut Fred's Fruit Salad Island.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting how these things connect down, don't they?
I don't
Yeah.
think there's things he can't do. Like,
Oh, he also from that show he also voiced Butchie, the green apple that was that was Sephiroth in that Sonata episode.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, he's basically like the bully of in that show, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other things surprised me? Huh.
Mm,
I mean, Foreman Spike's design. I mentioned that. I thought he looked
Amazing.
neat. Oh yeah, and there's one thing I expected to do, when to see whatever. When I saw the alarm clock, I was like, oh god, are they gonna play "Wake Up in the Morning Feeling Like P Diddy"? I thought they were gonna play that song. I was like,
It would be so
are they
fucking
gonna
funny
do it?
if just after the entire movie we got Mr. Blue Sky instead, which isn't theoretically better, but it's a song I like more.
I was like, Did they know? Did they read?
Did they really know?
Did they actually read the green poster ever for 4chan?
Was it Apollo's prophecy? Was it destined? and then the Mario movie trailer 2 comes out and started exactly with that song.
Oh my god! I'll be like, no.
That's the thing. Pop songs, they're still in the movie, so it could appear at any time.
Fall of the movie, it's the same as everyone else.
Nice.
The pacing.
Pacing.
Yeah.
another 30 minutes of runtime, probably.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like like that was actually one of my biggest worries to the movie when the second trailer came out. Because in the second trailer, like there was already so much being shown off at once. Like, holy heck, how they're gonna mix all this up into a single film? And then we got the like the third trailer, and it was like already like eased up a little because it was mostly just developing scenes we already knew were gonna be a thing, like Luigi being captured by Bowser. Like we already thought that was gonna be a thing. Then we saw more of the Mario Kart scene and stuff. Like okay, they don't have a lot more to show. It's obviously because the movie's gonna take its time with things. So yeah, but then the movie came out. It's like literally every single thing. It felt like it didn't get developed as much as it could have. So that was a thing.
Did you guys actually see my Paper Mario style recreation of Luigi being chased by?
Yes, I saw that. I saw that.
Oh, I didn't see that. Where is
Neither
that? Is
did
it on
I.
the main channel?
Hold on, I'm gonna get it.
Oh, you're gonna post it in the art.
No problem.
I'll post it in the art channel. You know, the Musée Champignon. You know.
Musée Champignon.
Yeah.
You say champignon.
I still haven't gotten a voice for that. You know, that curator yet.
Fair.
I need to find that. I need to find a person for that. And cast a
Oh
person for that.
yeah.
Fire on Sketchfab. So yes, I'm actually gonna try to.
Oh yeah, and my favorite character, or in like favorite voice cast, or
Oh
whatever.
yes.
Charlie Day Luigi, easy.
Ooh.
Charlie Day Luigi is the best.
Yeah, I didn't talk about him. Oh yeah, he is pretty good at the role.
See,
He captured
initially,
Luigi's energy very well.
initially I wasn't too familiar with him, but then I like kind of looked him up, whatever. I was like, oh, he plays the blue spaceman from the Lego movie.
Yeah.
And then and my cousin who got me into Nintendo and video games was really excited to see Charlie Day as Luigi, and it also turned out to be his favorite role in the movie as well. He thought my cousin was like, oh yeah, like Charlie Day is like would make a great Luigi,
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh. Holy heck. Jamey, this 3 one looks great. Holy heck.
Thanks.
This is awesome, actually. Nice. Yeah, I liked it a whole bunch.
Some other angles.
Yeah, I can see them. They're very funky. And they look very silly. I really like out of all the modern
in full resolution.
Yeah, I'm seeing them. They're very funky, high quality. And I really like all the texture work you've done. Yeah, it feels very true to TTYD's textures and just the colors in general. I also really liked how you edited the modern dry bones to also not only fit their original color palettes, but fit in the TTYD art style. They do fit really well because they're very goofy, as is the game style.
Very silly.
Very nice.
The modern dry bones is like one of the only modern designs that I actually think is a good change.
Like an upgrade.
Got very expressive.
Yeah, I miss the old one.
Dry bones are the ones that I think look better in the modern style. Although not in terms of the texturing, but like the actual design. Which is
Didn't you also say Yoshi was another upgrade?
Yeah, that's I just mentioned Yoshi. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very chibi-like.
I pretty much like it took a while for me to get used to all of them, all of the modern like designs or whatever. But out of all the designs that to get used to, Boo was the one that was the hardest one to accept.
Oh yeah, the Boo's downgraded really bad.
Yeah.
It was so silly in the originals, but I got kind of used to them nowadays.
Yeah, I know. I pretty much accepted it. I pretty much accepted. Yeah, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be the current one.
Yeah. I just wanted to share that because I made that actually just after the first trailer for the movie.
So I gotta.
yeah.
Hey, excuse me. So I gotta leave for a moment. I'll be back soon. So
No
yeah.
problem, Luna.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye
Take
bye.
your time.
Hey, take your time. See ya.
It's just the four of us, I see.
Yeah. Buzzy, your thoughts?
Buzzy Trombone, are you there? Oh, he is.
See.
Hi, Buzzy.
Okay, so I'm not gonna gloss over all the fucking Easter eggs and the characters and stuff because I just get a fucking migraine. I saw the movie online when I was drunk one night and I fucking loved it a lot. I loved every fucking minute of it, like the whole aspect and the whole fucking family aspect of Mario and Luigi, the fucking Mushroom Kingdom itself, and all that kind of shabazzle. My favorite scene would be the scene where Peach and Mario and Toad they're in the fucking field with the fire flowers, and she fucking she's doing the thing with the fire flower, and she basically encourages Mario to keep going and to just basically just reassuring him that they'll find Luigi and they'll fucking save him before shit hits the fan. And my thing for the whole movie is that people said that there's not enough thematic analysis about the whole story, but I think the main takeaway point is that the Mushroom Kingdom itself is America, and Mario and Luigi would be immigrants. So it's the Mushroom Kingdom itself is the land of opportunity, and Mario works hard his fucking ass off to do what he does in the film. He starts off shit with going across the obstacle course that Peach teaches him to do, and eventually he gets over it. So it's he fucking tries again and again. He keeps failing, he's falling down, but he fucking gets back up like a fucking bulldog, and he just goes through finding his way. So it's and also the fact that she fucking teaches him to do that stuff is it had an idea.
It's so nice.
It gave me an idea in my head that maybe at some point whenever she's fucking kidnapped by Bowser, that she'd have to rely on someone to do her job for her to save her in any case that she is out of the picture. So that was my kind of takeaway from the thing. And my first takeaway from the thing would be that the commercial that Mario and Luigi make at the beginning where Mario goes, "Oh cheap, but the Super Mario Brothers are free. Too much of a plumbing, Mamma Mia. That's why the Super Mario Brothers are here. They'll save Brooklyn and the Yo Wallet." Their ambition for that shit is
I felt like
inspiration.
I like to think of that scene as a curveball.
Yeah. And their ambition for that shit is because they want to break out of that whole immigrant mentality that their family had. When they come back home, their family is kind of silently judging them for dressing up with the fucking overalls and the gloves and shit and the boots. So it's they're breaking away from that kind of thing and they're kind of making a market off that, which his dad kind of doesn't really appreciate. So because of that, Mario gets pissed off at him and he fucking walks out and he plays his game. He plays his Ocarina of Time game, and Luigi comes in to comfort him. So that's what kickstarts the whole journey for Mario, is that he has to improve himself. And Luigi's thing with fucking being brave, I think that comes through in the flashback scene where him and Mario are kids and they're getting bullied by Spike. So when that fucking thing comes around where Luigi realizes that he didn't really pay give fucking Mario another reach run for that, Mario saving his ass.
Retribute for Mario's defense. Yeah.
So he finally does that in the fucking ending where he saves Mario from being fucking burned to crisp by Bowser.
Burned to death by Bowser.
Put in the cover of the fucking sewer and saying the shit nothing can hurt us if we're together. That's his fucking thank you for doing that. So that's his growth in the thing. And I would think that the sequel could be like Ghostbusters 2 where after the shit happens in the first movie, it dies down and people forget, oh yeah, they fucking saved Brooklyn from a big fat piece of shit and a fucking crazy bunch of people. And they to them they don't give a shit. They have enough money that they're happy with. They buy the fucking mansion. They have Yoshi as their rent boy and they're happy enough as it is. So what do they matter? But again, it's a whole thing of the one-off situation, the whole one-off fame. that kind of passes through, and then again, what have they got to lose? Like if it passes through, it passes through. What the fuck they got to lose? But it could be that whole kind of arc in Ghostbusters 2 where like the four guys they've moved on from their job as Ghostbusters, but and the whole public the public eye just doesn't give a rat's ass about it. They think they're crap, and that could be the same thing for the Mario Brothers in the sequel. But then again, who knows? So
Yeah, nobody really knows what's gonna happen.
They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Out there. This amazing model of Bowser that I found from the Mario movie that's animated. It's not mine, but I'm gonna share it anyway.
Oh.
All right, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Isn't
that was a very interesting analysis of yours, Buzzy.
Yeah.
I was pretty surprised. I didn't pay attention to the familiarity aspect, of the movie that much. Mostly because I felt like there wasn't much focus on it, but you did a good job of showcasing some points of interest with that. Good job. I was actually pretty happy of seeing
nice.
that.
I like it.
Ooh.
Like the sequel, they have fucking Aaron Paul as Yoshi, and he goes like, "Yo, Mario bitches, what the fuck you doing over there? We gotta get out of here. We gotta sell some fucking meth, Mr. White." Or just something stupid, Just like, just random. But no, fucking Brian Tyler's music was amazing. I fucking loved him. He did a good job. All I can say though is that all I can say is that in some scenes they did squander some of his score for songs from the 90s, but in some cases the 80s songs I think they did work, but in other cases they felt they didn't feel like a proper inclusion, like the
Take On Me, Take On Me.
Take On Me, I Need a Hero, Mr. Blue Sky, fucking just a bunch of those ones. Just random shit, but no, I think it's fine. I think it's they kind of did as good a job, and the reason why the 80s songs I think they kind of do work in the context is because Mario is from the fucking 80s.
Yeah, Mario came out in the 80s, so they're using 80s songs. That's pretty nice.
So it works in that regard. So if you fucking used stuff from I don't know, fucking Ann Lee or fucking
Waking in the morning, feeling like PT.
Fucking Rebecca Black or whatever, that wouldn't feel right. That would just feel fucking squandered. So,
fair. Yeah, you could say there was some thought put into it, even if it was did for just pop music shenanigans.
Yeah.
God.
Gosh, you go.
Also, another thing I forgot to mention, but a thing I predicted that would happen. I kind of expected some sort of elimination thing to happen, I expected to see Peach kick Bowser in the nuts, and Bowser says, "Oh, my fireballs!
Oh my you wouldn't say that.
Oh, my fireballs!" And then Toad be like, and then Toad be to say awkward.
we kind of got that when Peach punched Kamek, and then
the dry bones drama.
That joke. By the way, that's something I forgot to mention. That dry bones gag, not the one where he says drama, but the one where Bowser burns the Koopa to death
to a crisp.
That was a fantastic one.
What if she says no?
But then this leads me to question: do dry bones gain gloves?
Maybe the gloves are just part of the Koopa's bones.
Or maybe the gloves grow on them or something. I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
I never questioned that before.
That's definitely something to consider. Mario biology is definitely something that should be explored.
Yeah.
It's a fucking rabbit hole, to be honest. It's crazy.
It's a fucking.
But yeah, no, I like the movie. It was fucking fine. It was did its job, and it's gonna pass me anyway.
Favorite character and voice cast? No.
Chris Prasmar, because he does the fucking good that's why I'm Mario, but I doesn't hear no same Brooklyn. So he has my.
I was actually surprised I actually kind of like his accent, like his fake out accent. It was like awkwardly similar
I'm
to
gonna be honest, the
Marty's.
Chris Pratt Mario, it kind of grew on me. I think it's fine, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Fair,
not
fair,
ideal.
fair.
It's not ideal, but it's you know.
It's not the Mario, but it's the Mario the movie wants to establish, you know?
Yeah.
It's fine for what it is. It's fine for what it is.
One thing that's also cool is that, like, fucking Charles Martinet, he does the Mario voice in the other languages, Spanish, Italy.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, he fucking does those.
He does that in my country's language, Brazilian Portuguese. I was so happy about that.
Yeah.
It's a perfect.
It's a perfect. Woohoo!
You cannot not love that guy.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, no, it was lovely. Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I forgot to. I kind of mentioned this before, but I already said my stance on the post-credit scene. I screamed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention. I saw this with my girlfriend, and we both loved it.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Glad you two enjoyed it.
We loved it.
Yeah.
Love. It was kind of our movie date, whatever.
Oh, nice. That's really sweet.
Yeah, we both loved it, whatever, you know.
Yo, Mr. White, let's go watch fucking Morbius, yo. I heard the movie was good as fuck, and it sold about 1.3 in tickets. Jesse, who the fuck told you that? Hey, yo, Gus told me that, yo. Did he know?
Oh, Jamie,
It was disgusting film.
Jamie, I remember you mentioned when the trailer. I remember. Oh yeah, I just remembered something about Toad.
Huh?
Regarding Toad.
Toad!
I thought what happened with that interview? What the fuck happened there? Like
when Jaleel White, he said he was gonna show his more musical side.
Like what the fuck happened with that?
Maybe it was a cutscene.
Maybe it's a
scene that was cut. I mean,
maybe it will be saved for the special features.
On the flute.
Oh.
Wait, what?
It's very brief, but Toad plays the flute
Really?
during the Fire Flowers.
Oh my gosh, he does! What the hell?
Wait, he does? I didn't even catch that.
Very brief.
Maybe that's what he was referring to. I'm still thinking like there should be something like a bit more major than that. No, like he wouldn't point that out in an interview.
Maybe they're saving it for like a DVD special feature release.
Maybe. Well, we know there's gonna be a short, you know.
Maybe that's the short of Toad singing or some shit like that.
Maybe.
Also, I was gonna
play some other instrument.
And while on the topic of Toad, I recall Jamie saying, "Oh God, I hope they don't make Toad likable, or whatever. Like it would be a betrayal to your character or whatever."
Obviously. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Jamie's built her legacy over the despising of Toads. They couldn't possibly make him likable.
Yeah.
Like if Jamie likes Toad, then absolutely everybody will.
If Jamie says that she likes Toads, then I would have asked. I would be like, "Are you okay? Are you okay today?"
So Toad in the movie, I don't hate much as the game Toad. I don't think they made him entertaining enough to override my general dislike of Toad.
Fair.
But at least the voice doesn't make my ears bleed.
You think it's more tolerable than the average Toad? That's fair. That's the thing about Toad. That's the thing about the Toad too. Like we didn't really get a lot of him, did we?
No.
Ollie would hate to hear that opinion.
Probably.
I think his Toad voice kind of sounds a little bit like SpongeBob.
You're not wrong.
Ah!
It's a very grouchy SpongeBob.
Crackhead SpongeBob.
Just a little bit. Like,
Yeah, he's got some of the excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a little, maybe a little, high
Hello,
pitch.
hello. Who is this speaking? Who is this speaking?
Yeah, Luna's back. Yeah, Luna's back.
Luna. Hello.
Yeah, welcome back.
Hello. We're still getting done with talking to the Mario movie. We could get your opinion still.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right. Favorite. What are your thoughts on the movie and favorite part, Luna?
Honestly, I don't know how to choose because I love the movie entirely.
Fair.
Yeah. What is the biggest surprise for you?
Honestly, the fact that Lee was there the whole time, yet we have no
That's true.
hints of Mario Galaxy. When I saw Lee, I thought that in the end credits, because when I heard there were going to be end credits, I thought there were going to be like more hits to Mario Galaxy, probably at least like a Shadow of Rosalina or something like that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of expected to have something Mario Galaxy related in the end, but I'm not entirely disappointed there wasn't. It was just me getting my hopes up, but I was fine with LunaLoca's. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Any flaws, Luna?
Honestly, the only flaw I saw in the Mario movie was it was a little bit too fast-paced.
Oh, so again, of the pacing, right? Okay. Favorite character and favorite voice actor in that movie, like voice cast, or whatever.
Honestly, my favorite characters were Bowser and LunaLoca.
Huh.
Yeah.
Same thing with the voice actors.
Okay, cool. All right. Thoughts on the post-credits scene?
Oh.
When the post-credit scenes came out, I literally just screamed.
Yeah.
Me and the entire cinema just screamed Yoshi.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. I forgot to ask to all of you another question. How would you how would you rate it? How would you rate it from 1 to 10? 1 out of 10, or whatever. I would rate it an 8. I would rate it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, fair. I would rate it between 7 and 8, honestly.
I'd probably rate it a 9 out of 10.
Huh.
Nice. And you, Buzzy?
9 out of 10.
Nice, fair.
So I'm the lowest, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fair. We all got our different.
Huh.
opinions and stuff.
Interesting. I kind of expected you guys to say like an 8 out of 10 ever. Anyways, did we get everyone to talk about the Mario movie? Is that all the Mario movie?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Mario movie! I love the Mario movie!
Yeah.
All right. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Don't bleed into Mario movie in the conversation or whatever into the future topics or whatever, because especially since Lobster here, who's about to join, has not seen the movie yet.
Yeah.
Wants to see.
Okay, understood.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I hate the way people are saying this movie is nothing but fan service and has no substance.
Oh, no. The thing is, people say it's fan service because it references the game, but the thing is, the game reference, they're just the universe, because the universe is part of the game.
Yeah.
I think the critics don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, they're talking out of their ass. They're talking out of their ass. Anyways, Lobster's here.
Lobster!
Woo! All right. Introduce yourself.
Hello there, I am Lobster Cortex, your resident purple shy guy.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
How you doing?
All right. Now the next topic we're about to talk about is what was it again? Hold on.
Second
No,
time.
what was the last game you finished?
Oh, last game we finished.
Wasn't it last show?
Last game, like for the second topic.
No, yeah.
So last game I finished. Let me think here, because I mean, I could say. I mean, part of me wants to say Hogwarts Legacy, but I don't know if I beat anything after that, because I did get the Platinum Trophy on PS5 there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was exhausting. Because the thing you have to realize, though, is that there's a trophy where, like, you have to get, like, every single item in the collection, and it's with, like, 500 of these damn things, and you have to go all over the map.
So
I mean, it was cool.
Okay, so what about Luna? What about you, Luna?
Luna.
I'm here, don't worry. The last game I finished has to be Pokemon Violet.
Ooh.
And you, Jamey?
Jamey.
Last game like I finished. You mean finished for the first time?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's difficult. I don't think I've beat a game for the first time in the safest guess, I might have played something since then, but the safest guess I could think of is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Oh, cool!
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm currently playing through. I'm currently playing through Cosmic Shake.
That was last year when I played, so I haven't gotten Cosmic Shake.
It's very good. I recommend it.
I will say, if you're like me and you're a longtime fan of like SpongeBob, they have all these references to really kind of old stuff.
She is a big SpongeBob fan.
I grew up.
And trust me though, there's a lot of stuff there you will appreciate.
Same here.
But Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated was actually technically my first 3D SpongeBob game that I beat. I grew up playing the Game Boy Advance of the games. So like,
didn't you play?
I think those are very underrated and highly slept on. I would recommend trying them.
Didn't you play some of the other SpongeBob games like in the past or ever, like on the Game Boy Advance? Or was the Super Sponge? Was it?
The Game Boy Advance ones were the ones I played. Super Sponge was actually my first video game that I can remember.
Whoa!
Nice.
And like.
What about like the other GameCube ones, like the movie game and Revenge of the Flying Dutchman?
Oh, the movie game was so good.
I played both of those.
Movie game and Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, both of those I only played the Game Boy Advance version, which is completely different.
Wow. Yeah, obviously.
But because I also played Battle for Bikini Bottom, the Game Boy Advance version. When I played Rehydrated, it's the first time I played the console version of it. So,
oh, that's cool. I mean, obviously, Rehydrated did not have a portable version that I remember.
They have a mobile version.
The Switch is portable.
Do?
Yeah, they have a mobile
fair.
version of it as well. I think it was it was on the App Store. It's on the App Store. Like it's like $10.
Nowadays, they never make alternate versions on handhelds that are 2D platformers. I miss those things. I know it's just because of the console limitations, but I miss those 2D platformers.
Maybe they should make maybe they should make another like actual like SpongeBob 2D game, whatever 2D platformer game. Maybe even for like
that would be fun.
Like what about like a SpongeBob game where it's like where all platforms it's like 2D or whatever 2D platformer.
Super Sponge was technically like that. Like they had a Game Boy Advance and a PlayStation 1 version, but even the PlayStation version was still a 2D platformer. It just had different.
Mm-hmm.
What if they rehydrated that?
That would be cool.
You would probably flip your shit.
Yeah, like the music in Super Sponge is iconic to me. Iconic. And the
Oh.
music is actually the same in both versions. So like
Oh.
when I discovered the soundtrack for the PlayStation version, it was literally the same songs I remembered from the Game Boy Advance, just in higher quality and orchestrated. Well, not really orchestrated, but like, that you could hear the instrumentation.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
that's
and like it was literally like
a
and
godsend.
back to listening to the GBA version of it because the GBA has certain compression in it that, like in the
Yeah.
PlayStation version, it'll sound like this. But in the GBA version, it'll sound like.
Yeah, yeah, just for the GBA limitations, hardware limitations.
Um,
Ah.
Yeah. Um, as for me, the last game I finished was Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe.
Oh, cool. I haven't seen much of Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Is it good?
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
How's the Magalar epilogue like? Like, is it just as good?
It's hard. It's hard.
Whoa.
But I beat it. I won't say anything. All I'll say is go play it. It's incredible.
Oh.
All I'll say is that it was harder than the main, story ever. That's all I'll say. Just be ready for that. And
That's
I
to be expected,
highly
I guess.
recommend it. I highly recommend it.
I'm not gonna buy the game, but I watched the entire epilogue.
It was fun. It was fun. Very fun. I do want to 100% it. I need to 100% it though. I need to get around to doing that. I want to do that.
Ooh, good luck with that.
Yeah. Okay, what about you, Buzzy? What is the last game you finished?
Yeah, go off, Buzzy.
Mario plus Rabbit Sparks of Hope.
Nice.
Fair.
Nice.
but I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned that to me. What you got for Christmas? Like you got Sparks of Hope, yeah.
It's a good Christmas game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. What was I gonna say? I said. Oh, wait. Did I ask you about? Did I ask you, Patty Cakes, about this?
You did not.
All right.
That's me.
All right. Where was the?
See, I restrain myself from talking about the last game of Infinity. It's not because there's anything particular about it. It's just because, well, it's not really something I imagine anybody in here to be much interested in. It's Shantae GBC. I've been posting about it a lot on Twitter. Pinky may have noticed.
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed.
Well, I know
cool.
Shantae has a fairly good cult following.
Oh yeah. I'm going through the entire Shantae series, and I'm going to play every single game. And I started with obviously the first one, which is the GBC one. I just 100%ed like a few weeks back, and I've been replaying a lot because I find it really fun. And coincidentally enough, I'm playing it just right now as I'm speaking with you guys. It's pretty fun. Nothing a lot in particular about that. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, and obviously after I'm done, well, I am already done because I already finished it, which is obviously the point of discussion of this in the first place. I'm trying to get it finished in all of the 3 save files the game gives you. Like I'm 100%ing it in the first file, and then I'm playing the second one using all the items except for the healing ones, and in the third save file I'm not using any healing at all. So yeah, just kind of making this little thing a bit harder for me, but it's been fun. And yeah, after that I'm gonna be playing the next Shantae game after it, Brisky's Revenge.
Yeah. Did we? Is that question done? Did we ask everyone?
I imagine we have.
All right. On to the third question. Favorite restaurant.
Third question time.
Favorite restaurant. Yeah. Jamey first.
Okay, favorite restaurant. That is difficult. I have a lot of favorite restaurants, but if we're not talking about what they have to offer right now and just what they've ever offered in my ability to ever go there, because it's weird, I would have to say TGI Fridays.
Cool.
And they closed the TGI Fridays in my town, which upset me greatly.
I never had it before.
And they also discontinued my favorite nachos, so I'm not sure that I would choose to go there right now, because my favorite food thing to get there is not there right now. But
shucks.
Whenever they have it, it's very much my favorite place to go.
Yeah.
It's the Tostada nachos. They are amazing. In fact, I'm probably going to post an image of their Tostada nachos in the chat. So,
Nice.
Oh yeah, this question also extends to, if you like pizza, what is your favorite pizzeria?
Oh.
Honestly, in terms of the places I have access to, Pizza Hut. I love getting the a flat crust, a thin crust, pepperoni and mushroom pizza. Sometimes.
Ooh, pepperoni, good choice.
Where do you think the best place to post a picture of food would be?
Instagram, I imagine.
You could post it in Yay Me if you want.
Oh.
Where's
in the general
Yay
chest.
you.
Yay me!
Or maybe like something like one of the text chats. Since we're talking about it in terms of like, we're talking about it here.
Yeah, I'll just post it here. This is a picture of the Tostado nachos from Fridays.
Nice.
Oh.
There is an alternative at Chili's. So, right now Chili's is where I go to get a similar kind of nachos. But that's the only other place I can find that has nachos in this format. This is like heaven to me right here.
Jamey, you gave me an idea for like a food, channel, whatever, for of what you have.
You're not wrong. That is a good
food
idea.
pics.
Like food pics, whatever. Just channel for that. Like for the server, obviously. Probably gonna add that.
A channel about food, like a network.
Which I'm probably gonna have some goldfish because.
Ooh.
A classic snack.
Ouch.
I hope that wasn't too loud.
Oh, no. At least not to me. I'm not sure about everybody else.
Okay, so who's up next to answer?
All right. So I put it. The general chats.
Oh, cool.
Tangerino Grow Foods.
Tangerino.
Nice.
Oh, that's cute.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get it.
You get it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those do
Color
look
splash.
What the heck? Peak reference in the Origami Caster refolded?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. What about you, Lobster Cortex?
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, so the thing is, do I give two answers here because we're talking about pizza as well, or just the restaurant?
Yes.
Okay, so I could go on for a while about.
But if your favorite restaurant is a pizzeria. You could go with that. Just that.
It's not. So I give 2 separate answers here. Well, actually, technically speaking, I was talking to Kirsty with us yesterday, and the question was also, it wasn't just favorite restaurant; it was also like, what's the most memorable restaurant as well.
Yes.
But for me though, there is a local hibachi place, literally about 5 minutes from my house. It's called Inatome, and first off, I ordered some takeout from there yesterday. It was delicious. I had chicken and shrimp. But this place is amazing because, it's got great atmosphere. The food is delicious, and it's not like one of those fancy like Benihana things where it's all about the show. These chefs know how to cook food. And matter of fact, here I'm going to post a picture here in voice text. This here is A5 Wagyu steak.
Nice.
If you've never had it, it is absolute meat butter. It is like it is the choicest of choice cuts.
Yeah. You could also post that in the
Tangerine Grill. Yeah, but anyway, so the owner also knows me by name because because when the pandemic hit, we had trouble business, and we started getting takeout from him, pretty frequently, and so eventually he grew to recognize who I am. And I remember though there was one point there where the restaurant actually burnt down. Because there was something with one of the grills or whatever, and you should have seen the look on your face. I was so destroyed when I found out the place burnt down. But then in a miracle, the place reopens right before I graduate high school. So I'm like, okay, we're going there right the now.
Oh, sounds like a miracle. The good ending.
Yeah, yes, it was. It was incredible. It was like the restaurant was a phoenix. It rose from the ashes to deliver delicious hibachi meals. It was incredible.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about a favorite pizza restaurant, there's a place in Howard Beach called New Park, and this place is it's on a whole different level because the thing is, it's a brick oven, and if you like soft pizza, this place is like nirvana. Because what they do is, if you get it well done here, the bottom of the crust gets all nice and charred, and they salt the ovens. So imagine that. You have the sauce, you have the cheese, you have the char of the ovens, and you have the salt. It just blends so good together. It is the single best pizza I've ever eaten in my life. It's incredible.
I'm glad you got a place to enjoy yourself like that, but
yeah. All right. Patty cakes. Patty cakes?
They're muted.
Oh,
they are muted.
Okay. Luna,
Yeah.
What about you?
Favorite restaurant? I don't go to that many restaurants, so I'd say Chili's.
Pizza place if you like pizza.
Just accidentally disconnected, so am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut, nice. I never really had it. The only time I ever had Pizza Hut was through those Target, when Target would have these they had some sort of I guess food court, I guess you could say, and it had a Pizza Hut place, whatever. They had one of those those personal, there was small mini pizzas or whatever.
Oh.
It was just for 4 small slices or whatever. And they're pretty good, but it's not my favorite, but it's pretty good.
Fair.
But my favorite restaurant, probably BurgerFi. You guys know
BurgerFi! Oh my god! You know what? At the same time, I'm so happy, but I'm so pissed because the Burger King, the BurgerFi that I knew of, shut down because of the pandemic. Their onion rings. Oh my god, their onion
Their
rings.
fries. No, wait. You know what? The fucking what was it? The urban style fries.
No, listen. No, listen, the fucking onion rings. They were the size of your palm. They tasted like a bloomin' onion. It was like the single best onion ring I've ever eaten in my life that is battered. It was incredible.
Also, the burgers are very good as well.
Yes, they were. And the shakes. The red velvet shakes. They put cake in the shake.
I never had that, but do they still have that?
Here's the thing. Like I said, the only burger fries around here that I know of were closed due to the pandemic, which really makes me angry as hell. But whatever.
I know. There's some around me. Yeah. What about
You could get there and hang on. I'll be away in for a little bit more. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay. You can move on to the next subject before I come back.
Didn't you? Wait, hold on. Okay. What was it? The next question. Yeah. Wait. Did we ask everyone except for patty cakes, right?
Didn't ask me.
Oh yeah, Buzzy. Favorite restaurant and favorite pizza, assuming you like pizza.
I have about 3 in my mind. One of them is called Jumbo. They do Chinese food. Another one is Bella Cafe. They do Italian food and good margarita pizza. And the third one is McDonald's.
Oh, I forgot to mention my favorite pizzeria. Probably Domino's.
Right.
I forgot. Yeah, it's Domino's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's just good pizza. Let's say.
Hi, I'm back.
Right,
are you done with the subject yet, or
did
I arrive in time?
Oh, you're right on time. No,
okay.
like favorite.
Okay, thank you.
We're still on the subject, whatever,
Okay, cool.
Like we're on to you now. Like favorite.
Okay, thank you.
Favorite food. Not favorite food. Favorite restaurant and favorite pizzeria, assuming you like pizza.
Well, if I were speaking of a favorite restaurant, well, I don't really have much of a selection for either of the questions because I might get a little bit specific in here. Basically, the place I live in, the economy is a bit fucked, and there aren't exactly like a lot of like recognizable corporations that like go in here. Like most of the stuff that you find here in my region, they're mostly independent. Like they're just small businesses that a group of people created in here.
Yeah.
But
like family owned.
Yeah, family owned. And although there is a shopping mall, at least 40 minutes away from where I live, that it does provide at least some of these more recognizable food places, kind of like Burger King, McDonald's. There's some independent stuff in there too, and also things that are exclusive here to my country. Out of the two that are, also in America and stuff, Burger King and McDonald's, I'd say I like Burger King better. I haven't tasted McDonald's in a while because I've been eating Burger King most, but it's mostly because I don't want to really experiment with my money because I don't have much. But yeah, I kind of like Burger King's burgers better. And if I were to say anything else, well, they do have Sprite in there, which McDonald's doesn't, and I absolutely love Sprite. I really love lemon tasted juices and drinks, and Burger King has that with customized cups. At least as far as the last time I went there, so I do prefer that place better. Let me see. Oh, about the pizzas, I sadly don't have much of a recognizable selection. It's just places that are exclusive to here, so I don't think they're really worthy of noting. But thank you very much for the question anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so now we're on the next question, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. If you were to make your favorite game of all time even better than it already is, what would you improve about it? Before you state, before you like state, what would you make it better? Just state what the game is. Alright, starting with patty cakes.
Oh, hi, me! Oh my gosh, well, I'm not sure if I have, like, a favorite game selection. There's plenty of games I enjoy. There's plenty of games that mean a lot to me, too. If I were to, like, make a game that I really like better, like, if there was, like one option...
how would you improve, like, that one game that you really like, you know? Well, something add more to it, or just something fixed, or whatever.
Well, there is one game I have in mind, but it's the one I like so much that I genuinely can think of like stuff that I'd fix about it by definition. Because let me say, oh gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so hard because it's just stuff that I really like and that it means a lot to me. Oh my gosh, can somebody else answer first? I genuinely cannot think. Oh my god.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, can I go next then?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm technically gonna be kind of cheating a little bit on this one because it's actually not like because here's the thing. It's technically from a series that's my favorite, but it's not like the game itself here. So the game that I would change things to would be Medieval 2.
Oh.
Because the thing is that like the first game did get it got like a PS4 remake in like 2019, but unfortunately the sequel did not. So I'm gonna kind of be like twisting the question a little bit, and what I would say is if the game were to get like the same treatment, it would get like an HD version or like current gen. There are some things I would change. The first thing, probably first and foremost, would be no fall damage, because the fact that they just randomly added fall damage into a game that did not have fall damage makes absolutely no damn sense. And there's a lot of in general, there's a lot of verticality to the levels as opposed to the first game. And it just kind of seems like they sort of took that and I don't know. But second thing I would change though, and this is technically kind of a spoiler because this is something that happens at the very end of the game here, but please, for the love of God, I need at least 30 more seconds on that fucking Cathedral Spires escape timer. Because you see, here's the thing. You have to understand this here. That is what I would call an asshole escape timer, because literally you have 60 seconds to go from the end of the level all the frick ways back to the first. And if that's not bad enough here, there's a chandelier you have to ride with tilt physics. And here's the thing: when you get in that room again, when you go back into the room with the chandeliers, you gotta hit a lever and you gotta keep hitting it because it stops at every single freaking stop along the way, and you have such little time. And the thing is, and then you gotta ride the chandelier all the frick ways back up at every single stop. And if you miss that jump, you are as good as screwed, and you gotta do the whole level all over again. I'm not even joking when I say. I'm not even joking you when I say. No. Listen. I'm not even joking you when I say that I have done the most like speed run level strat every single time I have done that level, and I'm not even joking you. I reached the end door, 2 or 3 seconds left on the timer. 2 to 3.
Oh shoot!
Yes, the timer is that.
That sounds troubling indeed.
The timer is literally that strict.
Oh my god.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Plus, what's also kind of funny though is that the music that plays during that is technically 1.5 minutes, but you only get a minute. So, if you want to be honest, you actually don't get to hear the full song in the original game.
Oh.
Because it isn't played for long enough.
That's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is, I want this game to get a remake, because what you have to understand is the original had this kind of like Tim Burton and Henry Selick art style that worked so good on PS1. And like I looked at like I looked at medieval 2019 as I like to call it. It looks great. And the thing is, if you look at a movie like say Tim Burton's Corpse Bride, that art style goes so well with like Victorian themes. It works so well.
Yeah.
The game could become absolute eye candy. And as annoying and as difficult as the level is, Cathedral Spires, even on PS1, it looks so damn cool. It's like Bloodborne.
Oh.
I can't just even imagining that level with like PS4, PS5 graphics. It just
it's stylized. Oh god.
It's gonna be so cool. It would look so amazing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I admire your enthusiasm for that. Oh,
yes.
My lord.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. You get me involved in the topic that I care about, and I will just absolutely just spew.
Fair.
Yeah. But okay.
I feel like every one of us does a little bit of that.
That said here, okay, we can move on to somebody else.
Jamey.
So, I'm pretty sure everyone knows my favorite game is Super Paper Mario.
Yeah, we know that.
Oh, there we go.
We know.
So, really small thing that would go a long way. In the intro, put Kammy Koopa there next to Bowser.
Instead of Kamek.
And, no, they can still have, like, Kamek there as well. Like, there's also a Magic Koopa that's standing in front of the army, right? And I think that's the only Magic Koopa I know. There's two Magic Koopas. One of them could be Kamek. And also, depending on how much change I'm allowed to propose here, a version of that game where the story is the same and the settings are the same, but the level design and the gameplay is like the first two games, would literally probably be the closest thing to objectively the best Paper Mario game by my standards ever.
Nice.
If they had, like, I still think that maybe if modding TTYD goes so far in the future, maybe it might be possible to recreate Super Paper Mario's story.
Paper Mario settings and story in the TTYD gameplay style? Oh.
Yeah. That would be... And also, even if we're not changing the basic gameplay flow, there's certain things that could be done a lot better. For example, just get rid of that long block puzzle.
I knew you were going to mention that.
It's not much of a puzzle because this, and also the way you get the code is just ridiculous. You have to type in "please" a bunch to this.
Oh, let me guess. You're talking about
the block puzzle.
You're talking. Is it with Jasperoid where it's like he literally just tells you like 60 combinations you have to put in or whatever?
Yeah.
I honestly, I feel like I still have something I wrote down as a kid in one of those drawers in my living room right now. If I were to fish in there, I'm sure I'd probably find it.
Oh my god.
I think the best course of action is to just change the objective of that chapter. Have it still start out in the village where you have to chase after them, but make whatever the objective is after you get out of the village something different. Like, just design a level, you know? Just design a level rather than making you go back and forth and do that. That's stupid. Like, the Muths are such cool enemies, but they only appear in, like, this wide open space where there's literally nothing. So, like...
The what? The what enemy?
So...
The Muths. Like, you know, those huge things that, like, charge at you in Chapter 5.
Oh, yeah! Those mammoth looking things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That elephant.
Yeah, exactly. And and like, you know, they dropped that they dropped
they dropped their meat.
Yeah, exactly. The bone underneath that gives you like temporary like double attack or whatever.
That's another thing I think they could actually change up about Super Paper Mario. There are a lot of rooms where there's nothing to the room except a bunch of enemies. No platforms, no anything, just a bunch of enemies and maybe a couple blocks with mushrooms. The first room of every level in Castle Black is like that. Except the first one, because you're entering the castle. But I think that they could they could make that a little bit more interesting.
Fair.
I love Castle Black's aesthetic and the tone it sets when you're going through it, but especially the first room of each one, and then I think each of them has one other room like that, like in the middle somewhere. That's just a long empty hallway with enemies to get past, and usually you can just flip into 3D and go past them. But if they could, there's definitely room to improve there. Also, the flop side pit of 100 trials, there is no need to make you do it twice.
Oh God.
Oh yes. Yep. I know what you're talking about, and I think that's just obnoxious design.
I went through hell with that. I went through hell.
I also feel like Samura's Kingdom is kind of disappointing because well, actually, I mean, I've become going off on my own tangent here, so I'm gonna kind of cut it short a little bit. But I feel like Samura's Kingdom is sort of like a repainted it's like a third pit of 100 trials, more or less.
Essentially.
Yeah.
I give Samura's Kingdom a pass because all the Samurai guys are amazing.
Yeah, like they're cool there, but I feel like, to be honest, when it comes to that, like Origami King, I feel like did the kind of like Japanese like aesthetic much better with Shogun Studios. Like I feel like Shogun Studios is kind of like what Samura's Kingdom could be if it was like an actual level like the other ones.
In terms of the actual level design and layout, I agree. But aesthetically, I like Samura's Kingdom more.
Yeah,
that's fair. That is fair.
Mm-hmm.
You can't deny that the Super Paper Mario art style has a lot of uniqueness to it.
It does.
I would love to see the Super Paper Mario backgrounds in 3D in kind of the vein of TTYD.
Fair.
Like that's another reason. Like I just really wish we could get a version of that game that has the original gameplay style, where you have partners. Someone on YouTube did a really good concept for that. I think it was Red Reviews, who also did a very long and critical review of Sticker Star. But they made a concept video of Super Paper Mario with the gameplay style of the first two games, basically Super Paper Mario. They called it Paper Mario: The Dark Prognosticus. And it had partners. The first partner, ironically, was just a regular Toad.
Oh no!
My lord!
Into that, you actually give him a name because he doesn't have a name, so you name him. And
I bet you when you saw that you were like, oh no.
Oh no! I thought it was fine because the rest of the partners were really good. There was a Pokey. There was a Pokey partner. There was a Florid Sapien partner. And yeah, I think that I would highly recommend watching that. I might actually find that video and post a link to it because it is. There's
a category dedicated to Paper Mario. There is a Paper Mario series category. There is a 64 channel, 1000 Year Door channel, Super Paper Mario channel, Sticker Star channel, Color Splash channel, Origami King channel, and Paper Mario 7 speculation channel.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Which does get into the point of a certain later topic of our chat.
Okay. I am going to post. So, do you think this should be posted in the Super Paper Mario channel?
Yes.
I think that's fair.
Yes.
I'm going to link the video because it is. Yeah. Oh, and also Francis is an optional partner in this. So
What?
What? Oh, that's
Please
fucked
explain.
in a good way.
Please elaborate.
you're gonna have to watch the video.
What? But do you
But
find? Is he?
Yeah.
Is he like? So he's like, Vivian or something like that, or Lackluster or something like that.
Where he's part of the villain team where he joins you.
Like later on, or whatever.
Well, Francis is just kind of a basement dweller, and I think that's like.
So Bubble Bass.
I don't remember exactly the context they said about who he's going to. I think it's like you can. There was a trouble center.
Yeah.
There's a trouble center in this context, and I think Francis, you get him that. Well, same way you get Ms. Mouse in TTYD.
Thousand Year Door, yeah. Yeah.
So like an anonymous request or
something I don't remember exactly. I don't remember every detail. They talked about a lot in that video, but there were just so many good ideas in that video. I would highly recommend giving it.
It would be interesting if it was actually anonymous, like Miss Mouse.
The Pokey partner had good ideas. Like they have like less health, but they don't take real damage until all their segments are eliminated. And if you heal while you're at full health, you gain a segment back. And I thought that was a really unique idea.
That is a creative way of dealing with Pokey as a partner.
So, those are a lot of things that I think. I mean, I still love Super Paper Mario the way it is, but
Fair.
if it wasn't like I think the main issues most people have with it is that it abandoned the gameplay style of the first two games, and that kind of and as we know, that original gameplay style never came back after that. So,
yeah.
So
the turn-based stuff kind of came back.
Yeah, but
at the very least,
it's not in the same way.
Yeah, it's different, but it's there.
It's different, but it's something.
It's definitely turn-based.
It's something.
I miss the screenshots and the very, very brief amount of footage we got from 2010 on Sticker Star.
Oh Jesus, yeah. Wonder when they will find that.
But yeah, another thing I would add to Super Paper Mario.
How close are you to finding that? Yeah, since it's like apparently like lost media or whatever.
Yeah, as far as we know, it's lost media. There were some leaks before, but it was like it involved calling Nintendo. Someone said they called Nintendo, and they actually got someone that said they had it, but they couldn't access it because it's locked to Japanese only. So you would have to talk to Nintendo in Japan. But I never even. This was someone at Nintendo UK that apparently said that, and I tried calling Nintendo UK, and all I got was an asshole who wouldn't be helpful at all.
Oh, you told me about this. You told me about this. You told me about the story.
But
I remember. Yeah, I recall you like saying that in a different BC I was in with you.
Like
last year.
I think what I would add to Super Paper Mario also is. This is also an idea that's kind of in the vein of what they did with the Mario and Luigi remakes. Is that I would add a side story, and it would star Cammy Koopa.
Ooh, that does sound very interesting.
Yeah,
and she would basically it would start out where it would actually have a really interesting subversion of expectations scenario in the intro. Where it starts off at Peach's castle, and oh goodness, I'm trying to remember what exactly I did there. So Toadsworth would be there definitely. It's been a while since I wrote this, but basically, Cammy Koopa would have disguised herself as as Toesworth. I'm pretty sure she would also have a duplicate ghost with her that is responsible for that transformation magic. But then they would get double crossed as well because someone else, I forget exactly how I had it. Oh goodness, my mind is blanking.
You can take your time.
But there was another character that turned out to be Mimi in disguise, and that double crossed Candy. And then basically at the end of it, they kidnap. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if I had Peach actually there or whether she was someone in disguise. But basically, they say something along the when Mimi reveals herself, Nastasia, O'Trunks, and Dementio show up also, and they tell Cammy that she is invited to Bowser's wedding, and she's suspicious of them, but the other Koopa Troopas are the rest of the Koopa Troop that's with Cammy is like, wait, that's what Bowser's always wanted, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it kind of has that going on, but it ends with Cammy Koopa being suspicious of them and following them. And she gets to Bowser's castle after everyone had been taken by Count Black and after Tippy had already taken Mario to Flipside. And she can't find anyone, so she sets off, and the first part of it would take place in the Mushroom Kingdom, where she's just asking around and seeing if anyone saw anything. And eventually she finds her own way to get to Flipside, but she's never there when Mario is there. And then you go to the different worlds of Super Paper Mario in a different order than Mario and Co. go to them. And there's literally one scene where she gets to where Bowser was in the Bitlands right after Bowser had joined your party and left. And Nastasia would be the main adversary there instead of Count Blanc or Dementio. Because she would be brainwashing the minions, and Cammy's trying to get them back.
Yeah, and Cammy's like the Bowser's alternative to Anastasia. Fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
I just think that would be such a creative way, not only of bringing back Cammy Koopa, because we haven't seen her in a long time, incorporating her into a game that she didn't originally have an appearance in, but I feel like Super Paper Mario was still from the era where she could have appeared. So
it's so weird. Like, why was she erased? Does she at least have a card? I don't remember if she did.
I think it was just they didn't really have a major spot for her. Because Bowser was playable, so she wouldn't have Bowser.
Yeah, I get that, but like, did she get a card? Because we know the partners from the games did get a card, so you'd think that they'd reference her as well. She was a pretty major part of Bowser's character.
I bet they were gonna do a card for her, a catch card for her, but they decided, oh wait, Toad's more important, so let's give it to Toad instead.
You could say that.
There were a bunch of catch cards, but I don't think Cammy is one of them. But there were a bunch of catch cards just from other NPCs from Super Paper Mario that didn't actually end up getting them. Like the cooks, the Akpow, which is the guy with the whip in Marley's Mansion. Wasn't the cash card salesman also one of them as well? Yes, both him and the map salesman. And also,
finding all of those for me were a pain in the ass.
I never did it.
In the unused catch cards, they have text, but there's mistakes in that text. For example, the cook Dillis is from Flopside, but her catch card says she's from Flipside.
Maybe that was an original intention for.
Well, they already had Saffron in Flipside, which is also mentioned in her card. So I feel like Flipside and Flopside were always intended to be parallel to each other.
Or maybe they were gonna work together or something like that in the same restaurant. I don't know. Like two people in the restaurant.
But anyway, yeah, I kind of went on too long, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of things I would add to that game to make it even better.
All right. Me. Let's go with me.
Go off, Finn.
All right.
Go off, Kirsty.
All right. Paper Mario the Origami King. You know where you absolutely know where this is going. You absolutely know where this is going. I'm sure I do. If you know me,
may I make an educated guess?
Yes.
You want to take a certain bumblebee and you want to shove her into a cannon and you want to railgun her into space.
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. All right. Basically, Olivia. Olivia.
Oh no. I'm part of the Olivia Defense Squad personally. I like her just a bit.
I hate
You can be honest about it.
I despise Olivia.
Whoa.
I also like Olivia, but I respect your opinion.
Oh my god. Okay, so I thought she was gonna be a little bit under before I played the game. I thought she was gonna be like okay. I didn't think she was gonna live up to Huey or
Oh, Huey's too good for this world.
Or even Kirsty or whatever. But but around I think around the time before Origami King came out, this might surprise you, but I hated Kirsty at one point.
Whoa!
Top 10 biggest anime plot twists.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, Kirsty herself?
Yeah, I guess you could say I became the very being who,
you used to hate.
Who I swore to destroy.
You swore to destroy.
Yeah. Yeah, but all right, let me get around to why I hate Olivia. All right, I even wrote a paragraph, like a whole paragraph, or essay, whatever. All right, Olivia is awful. I get she's the type. I get she's the type of Bo, but I'm the good witch to my brother, the bad guy. But my God, she is the worst part of the game, without question. She points out the obvious all the time, especially when you get an HP up parts. Yes, I know I got one. I am not a dumbass. Every single joke she says falls flat. Pun entirely intended, by the way. Yes, I know her brother is evil.
Olivia.
Yes, she feels bad for doing nothing. No, her character growth does not mean anything if she continues to do the same actions. The literal only reason she exists is to justify the use of the 1,000-fold arms and developmental powers. Gongaga fucking died because of her. Literally blew himself up because she was slow. And her response to that situation is to sulk in a corner, understandable, but then kept doing the same stupid things that got her into that mess. That is a bad character. That is an awful character. You can't just give him trauma and do nothing with it. Fuck Olivia. She is awful. Mario and Gongaga should have just gotten a trampoline to jump over that rock without the need for Gongaga to die. God
continue the entire game without her?
Yes. Come on.
She's such a simple girl, though.
I hate her so goddamn much. You have no idea. I did not expect to hate her. I thought she was gonna be okay, whatever. But my God, she is awful. She is just not funny. Huey is just funnier. Even Kirsty is funnier. seen some I've seen some text.
I mean, to be kind of fair though, Kirsty does kind of bitch you out, even though you save her from the scuttlebugs.
Well, that's the kind of thing. Kirsty is just a bitch, but I think she's enjoyable despite her bitchy personality.
Yeah, I'm a bitch.
Like, she's not trying to be likable.
I think that Kirsty has a cool design, and that's all I have to say.
Fair.
Wow, you think my design is just the only good thing? Wow. Are there anything else?
My lord. Do you have anything else to fix about the Origami King except for Olivia?
I thought the game was too short. That kind of kind of was a letdown, especially since Color Splash is the longest game in the series. Yes, that is true. And I kind of expected it to be like Color Splash's length, or like 7 chapters or whatever. I was kind of let down by that.
Yeah, the game does have a small number of stuff.
Like, cause it's as long as Sticker Star. Like, Origami King is apparently as long as Sticker Star.
It definitely feels longer than Sticker Star.
It has 6 chapters.
To me, Sticker Star was just a whole lot of nothing, so probably that's a good reason why.
Like with Sticker Star, I get it. It's a portable game. It's like, you know, of course it was gonna have like less chapters.
Well, technically, Origami King is also portable, so it does have the same excuse. I'm joking.
Oh God. Oh God. What else? What was
Fair.
I could have sworn there was something else that I could have improved about it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of thought Color Splash was funnier than Origami King. Like.
Fair.
Yeah.
It does. It
Like,
does.
Color Splash does have some pretty like you know, funny, memorable writing in there.
Yeah, especially as. But then again, this kind of all ties back to Olivia, where she's not funny. She's kind of made it unfunny or whatever.
Oh well. I mean, that's fair.
Huey was
Color Splash.
Just kind of like really like
Huey
kind
is
of like
comedy
a naive,
gold.
baby.
Huey is comedy gold. The character.
Well, yeah, it's Huey.
I can agree with
talking
that.
about.
Is probably the main partner in modern Paper Mario.
He's funny. He's like the funny bucket man. He's the funny.
Exactly. Even like his facial expressions are pretty good.
Yeah. Huey
really excels him as a character.
Huey was just a good character. Huey actually felt like a bro to Mario.
Even though
he was such a bro.
Even though I haven't actually finished Color Splash, I watched someone stream it before it came out, and I watched the ending, and I teared up when Huey sacrificed himself.
He didn't sacrifice himself.
Well, he did, but he didn't die from it entirely. We just really
especially since the 100% ending.
We thought he died then. It's not until the 100% ending where it shows his lifeless body falling down.
Yeah.
But then even if we don't know if he's still alive, we just saw his bone.
I have lore regarding that.
Oh.
But like it just like the thing is like a portal to like another world or whatever, you know.
Whoa. Fair.
Yeah. Maybe it was the Mushroom Kingdom. Maybe it's something else. Who knows? I'll maybe reveal
the
that
way
another
he
day.
goes up into the sky and then just paints the night sky black. I thought that was pretty cool, but also sad.
Also that Starshine or whatever, like the Mario and Peach like looking up, whatever. Like, remember that ending scene where Mario and Peach and Toad were like looking up, and then there's like a starshine, and I assumed that shine was actually Huey or whatever. I thought there was gonna be
it could have been.
I thought there was gonna be some sort of like firework with Huey's face on it, or whatever.
Aw, that would have been adorable.
Just sort of like.
I thought it was cool.
Nice touching homage.
I thought it was cool how in Origami King, in one of those screenshots, they had that for Bobby. They had a firework.
I was gonna bring up that. Yeah. God, you have no idea how torn I was. Like, I was so upset. I'm not sure if I told you this, but I probably told Jamey, but that scene broke me. But thankfully, I'm so glad I never got spoiled to it. But my God, that scene was so powerful. They managed to make me sob.
Yeah,
I
Bobby's
was
sacrifice
sobbing.
was just amazing. And here's another thing I like to point out about that scene, though. It's like, I think it might be one of the first times in the series, actually, though, that Mario actually visibly displays like sadness.
I guess.
Yeah.
because it's like, Bobby's fuse gets lit, he explodes, and then you see Mario legitimately
he's literally panicking,
running over to him. He runs over to him in terror, trying to save him because he realizes what's about to happen, and he's too late. And it's just he looks so destroyed.
He looks so actually unhappy.
It's incredible.
I was so broke to the point where I had to take a break from the game for about a week. I was that broken by it. I was
my lord,
scarred by it, literally like crying, and people would ask me, "What's wrong, Kirsty?" I was just so miserable that week, whatever. I had to. I got a bomb plush to even cope with it, whatever. Just like.
I actually have a little Bob-omb tissue dispenser sleeve thing that's right by one of my nightstands.
Oh, it's one of those.
That would be useful for Bobby.
Oh my God, I should get that.
You know what? You're not wrong.
But my God.
Oh my.
I will never forget that. I will never forget that. The time I did, it was just broken. It scarred me so badly.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Oh my.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just want to say I'm gonna have to leave right now. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'll try to come back soon. I'm really sorry about that, okay?
Are you coming back later?
I'll see if I can come back. I'll try to, but if I can make it, and I'll just say thank you, everybody, for allowing me to be here.
It will be. Just letting you know. Just letting you know, Patty Cakes. It will be saved and put onto the Origami Castle channel, whatever YouTube channel.
Thank you, everybody. I'll see if I can come out later tonight.
Hopefully.
If not, it was a joy to be with everybody here.
Yeah.
I'll see you all next time.
All right.
Okay. Right.
All right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that
what about you?
I made a yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you can say what your favorite game of all time is, and how would you fix it, whatever, or just how would you improve upon it?
Yeah, before that, I need to fucking say this. I made an essay about the fucking Origami King and how it kind of relates to COVID-19 and how during that time there was a lot of unnecessary fucking uncertainty about the future and that kind of stuff, and how the game is basically just the message is life is unpredictable and you never know what's going to come down the road. You'll never know. What the fuck happens next day, what happens next week, that kind of whole shabazzle that there was this one guy on YouTube who kind of had that message in his video that he kind of came up with, saying that Bobby being a representation of what he wants to be and how he achieves that goal before he commits suicide, and how Olivia is the kind of fucking she learns from that, and how Ollie is the opposite. He's the negative aspect of that whole thing, where his life is full of shit that he just touches, and how he's just a fucking negative asshole who's just self-destructive, built by hate, built by being just completely self-absorbed. And then at the last second before he dies, he realizes what a piece of shit he was, and then he doesn't have the opportunity to fix that mistake, and then he dies. So it's basically just a representation of what life really is and how that kind of aspect it is. And I also said that, like, because of how empty some of the areas are, like, so how there's not enough people in the areas like the Autumn Mountain, which you would expect like, fucking Autumn Mountain to be like a tourist attraction. I said that was kind of a small representation of what COVID-19 was about, where like there wasn't enough people going outside, so it was small numbers and shit. And like other areas like Shogun Studios, like, sometimes there were small numbers and they were kind of desolate, but like, again, even though that was the case, there was a small sense of community. And even during COVID-19, there was a small little bit of community that you would find in, like, certain, like, voice chats or fucking online Zoom calls or whatever the fuck. So it's like there was a small sense of community in both aspects of both Origami King and COVID-19. So it's like I basically just, like, wrote that essay in a kind of in a comparison to both the fucking things that like COVID and fucking Origami King related to each other in some cases. So it's like, I think I fucking told you that before, but like didn't delve into enough of it. So anyway, my fucking thing is that I don't have a favorite game. Like, any fucking game I played, either drunk or sober, I just go like, yeah, that's done, that's cool, yeah, that's fine. But the one game that I would fucking fix is Mario Luigi Paper Jam. I would fucking fix that thing in a heartbeat. It is a pain in the ass. Like, I've spent like 6 years of my fucking life going on Wikipedia, is just trying to, like, come up with ideas for, like, how I would fix the game, and just going on a rabbit hole, like, different stories, different ideas, different shit to do. So all I'm going to say for, like, what I'm going to boil it down to is that the one thing that I would fix is have the bros attacks be shared between Mario and Luigi, because contextually it doesn't make sense why they're separated into, like, their own separate lists. In the first game it made sense because the fucking guys, they had their own moves, and the bros attacks were own variations of their own moves that you could use in the battles themselves. And it didn't make sense in Dream Team why they fucking were separated into their own separate lists. So that's one thing I would fix. Another thing I would fix was have the world be more or less based on the actual Mario and Luigi world, where you have fucking Brock Major, Broggy, the fucking cons from Partners in Time, the old ladies, the Yoshis from fucking Yoshi's Island, Kylie Koopa maybe, just a bunch of the guys from, like, the second and third games, where they just, like, hang around there, and just keep the core paper cast the same as they are, but have, like, an excuse as to why they are. Have, like, an artist, like, have, like, the book be written by some kind of crazy artist who wants to put his own interpretation of the main Mario cast to life, and give a kind of reason as to why Paper Mario is the way he is, and kind of have, maybe include Paper Luigi in that kind of aspect as well. Maybe have, like, him be shuffled into copies with Paper Mario. Have, like, him jump out whatever the fuck he wants to jump out, so that, any kind of, like, any attacks that they're shared between the two of them, so that you see him jumping cameos in the attacks there, and he's like a character of his own when he travels with the guys. And also fucking remove Starla in the story. She doesn't really add anything else to the story other than just being a bitch. So that kind of thing. So yeah, just to fucking just going down a fucking rabbit hole of that shit. So that's just my recent way of what I would fix. I'll also just fucking remove the paper troll quests and the fucking paper crap battles, because they had nothing whatsoever. They just, like, halt the whole thing. They just, like, fucking drag the whole pacing down. It's just
it also
boring.
just kind of seems like it's one of those things where it's like, hey, we're going to remind you, this is a game with paper in it.
It's filler. It's fucking filler.
It's filler. They just kind of say, hey, we gotta fill that paper quota in there somewhere. Let's do this.
It's a fucking pain in the ass. It's a fucking migraine.
I think the actual mechanic of the papercraft battles is fun, but it just, like, they should have made it fit into the story more, and also maybe not just make it tied to a bunch of paper toad stuff. And it just felt like here's where we concentrate a whole bunch of sticker star elements in one place.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, like, I needed a reminder that that's all Paper Mario is to them.
If there was like 3 of them, for example, then that would have been an easier number to work because, like, you would know that if there was 3 of them in specific parts of the story, that they would actually fit in the same sense as fucking Bowser's that story. There was probably a small number of giant battles that, like, actually fit into the context of the story. There was probably about 4, I think, so they fit into the context. Have 3 in there, so, like, when they do show up, that shit's gonna go down fast. And then you have to fucking take your finger out of your ass and actually fucking work to get the job done as quick as possible and not, like, piss around doing the job, Not, like, fucking just make it like a chore. Actually make it feel like you're actually in the moment doing this shit as the best of your ability to win the fight and not, like, get the chore done, Because it felt like a fucking chore having 5 of them in there.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, the last one is literally a boss rush.
Yeah. Just have one in there and that's it. One big fucking big one who's actually terrifying and not like just a whole slew of, like, tedious bullshit that's just, like, nothing. It's just filler.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I have to do something.
Alright.
I'll come by.
He'll come back. He said he'll be right back.
He's got some shit to do.
Yeah, yeah, he said he'll be back. Did we talk about this to everyone? Did we talk about this to Lobster, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we asked him.
Alright.
Yeah.
Next question. Have you tried speed running a game?
Okay, I'm back.
No.
I just had to switch over to something.
No.
Alright. Okay, here's a question. You're right on time. Have you tried speed running a game? You heard me?
No.
No? Okay. You, Luna?
No.
Jamey?
No.
Buzzy?
No.
Wow. I technically sorta kinda did one for the ringer in Origami King.
I kind of considered trying to get into speedrunning on Super Paper Mario because I've watched speedruns of that, and I've kind of tried to, like, figure out how to do some of the speedrunning tricks, like clipping through walls with the gold bar and stuff, but I've never actually, like, it would be such a big commitment to actually get into it and do speedruns. I don't think I have it in me.
Yeah, I'd say the same, but like say it's the same thing as you, but for Origami King, I would love to, but it'd be such a big commitment for me, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm in the speed running Discord for community for modern Paper Mario games, Sticker Star, Color Splash, and Origami King. There's some races that go on in there sometimes. Yes.
Are you familiar with the Discord server where that's dedicated to modding the modern Paper Mario games?
No, I'm not in it. No, I'm not. I'm not particularly interested in, like, modding, like, Paper Mario anymore. I'm kind of more interested in speed running it now. But I am interested in data mining Paper Mario's. That's the only thing.
Ooh.
Which I could just, like, look through it, look up, whatever. Yeah, it's more so interested in data mining.
Another thing I forgot to mention. Did you know that they found an early model for the Superstar in Sticker Star?
Really? Huh.
That looks closer to the E3 2010 build in terms of art style. It's not cardboardy. It has natural curves and it's 3D.
Huh.
Oh.
So it just looks like a 3D version. It just looks like a 3D Mario star.
It's still kind of stylized like a Paper Mario style thing. It's just like but just not, just more like you know, what it would have looked like in TTYD if it was in there or something.
Hmm. Huh.
Like, it's not just a flat plane, it's a 3D model.
Huh. I know in Color Splash and Origami King, it's also cardboard.
Yeah, hold on. I'll get a picture of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, please do.
That's a sticker star, right? You could put it in the sticker star channel.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there is actually one other thing I'd like to kind of add on to the things that would change in a game.
Uh-huh.
So one other thing actually that I would adjust slightly is something called the super armor. So
this is for that game you were talking about, what?
Yeah, for Medieval 2. So
okay.
This also kind of applies a bit to Cathedral Spires, because technically speaking, even though it's split into 3 parts, Cathedral Spires is like the last level of the game, and you get something called the super armor, which I'll actually post a picture of in the text chat here. Give me 1 sec. Yeah. So it looks like this.
Oh my god!
Like this. So basically, it's a suit of golden armor, and what this does is it kind of acts like temporary health, wherein it will sponge up 500 points of like physical damage. The problem with it though is that Hochi Mama is it expensive to fix. To the point where, like, in considering the fact that Cathedral Spires is like the hardest level in like the entire medieval duology, like fire HP goes by a lot quicker than you think it does. And it's 150 gold to restore 100 of that. So you have to pay 750 gold just to fully fix that thing.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Yes. So yeah, one thing I would do is I would take that price and I would like chop it in a third, because that is ridiculous. It's absurd. I mean, yeah, I get it, it's golden armor, but still, why does it have to be so expensive?
Capital.
Okay.
Yeah. Was that all you wanted to say about that?
Yeah. I just want to kind of tack that on, that's all.
Okay. Was there anything else you guys wanted to add on to that question?
Not really.
Oh yeah. Wait. Did we ask you about this, Luna? This question.
About what?
What was it?
Which question?
The question we were asking, if you were to make a favorite game of all oh fuck, no wait, we already talked about this, my bad.
It's like, how would you improve your favorite game?
Oh wait, did we ask that to you, Luna?
I don't think you did.
Oh, okay,
no,
okay.
No, you did. No, you didn't, because I was having dinner.
Oh, I forgot, yeah. Yeah.
At the moment, my favorite game is Splatoon 3, because I put a lot of hours on it. I am literally playing it right now, and I can't seem to put it down. I'm currently trying to get on rank S+, and I can't.
Oh my god, you would be friends with Steven. He loves Splatoon. Yep. He makes all the Splatoon references in the server or whatever.
Yeah.
The guy, you're probably wondering who's Steven in the server. That's Origami Tower. He's called Origami Tower in the server.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, as I was saying, I love Splatoon so much to the point where I've been able to play Splatoon with Twitch streamers.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, there was a specific Twitch streamer I played alongside. I don't know if the video is still up there on Twitch. I have to check if it is.
Oh, did you play with them, whatever?
Yes, I played with them various matches.
Like just like you're not in the stream.
Yeah, I will be like, hey, can I join the lobby? And they'll be like, oh yeah, sure. Let me give you the code, and I will play with them while they were streaming. And one of them actually said that I was a very good player. But the only thing at the moment that will fix from this game will be the constant connection errors. Because the game is good, but it constantly keeps on crashing. It's that type of game. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here.
Yeah. I can't put it down despite the connection errors because I really want to go up rank.
Yeah. I used to play Splatoon on the Wii U back, when it was on the Wii U, whatever.
I played and own all Splatoon games.
Yeah.
Splatoon 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. My sister is the one that plays Splatoon, though. Hey her. Yeah, hey her, by the way.
Why?
She's not a good person. I don't like that. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, okay, now we're on move on to the next question, right? Yeah. Yeah, sounds about right. Alright. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Next question is, what was the last show you watched?
Oh boy.
It does not. Also, this is not. This does not mean like last show you finished watching. This just means like last show you saw any sort of episode of whatever, just at the latest or whatever. Like as of now, whatever. Just like what was the last show you saw? Like even before, like at this point in time.
Yeah.
Alright, Buzzy, what about you?
I don't know if this counts. Will this really count as like TV show or fucking podcast or like radio show, or is it just like any show at all?
TV show.
Alright, I'll fucking.
If it's on a streaming service, that counts too.
Alright, yeah, okay. The last thing that I fucking saw was Home Movies, which is basically just like it's animated, really shitty and fucking flash animation. The characters there.
Doesn't the main character have a really weird like triagonal face or whatever?
Yeah, he looks like fucking Phineas from Phineas and Ferb, but he's more bootleg like.
Wait, what's the show again?
Home Movies.
It's on Adult Swim, or it was an Adult Swim.
Okay.
I watch Adult Swim. I've never heard of that.
Oh yeah. Also, about this rule about shows, seeing whatever show, if it's on YouTube and not on any like streaming service or on TV, that counts too.
Yeah. So like the fucking show itself, it's go ahead.
Like if you saw it on if you saw this on YouTube, but like did not watch it like on TV or whatever. Like at least at this point in time,
Yeah,
that counts too.
Okay, yeah. The show is fucking. It's basically just like it's this 8-year-old who's basically just like a fucking cartoon animation of the guy Brendan Small. He's a fucking musician, actor, director, and he fucking he lives with his mother, who's basically just Paula Poundstone if she was a complete drunk, and his fucking coach is basically just like he's had a really really shit life being an idiot as a 25-year-old, and now currently in the show he's probably in his late 30s or probably early 40s, and he's got tattoos all over his fucking back and his arms, like like food products all over his fucking back, and his life like the entire show is set in the suburbs of Michigan or whatever the fuck it is. And it's basically just like the regular life of an 8-year-old kid surrounded by idiots, but fucking the coach John McGurk is a fucking is a pioneer in the show. He's a fucking comedy pioneer. In the first 5 episodes of the show, Paula Poundstone was the comedy pioneer, and John took a backseat. But John in the series, he fucking sells all the moments while Brenda's mother Paula is just like doing whatever the fuck she wants to do, just being, whatever. And like the whole aspect of the show, at least for the first 5 episodes, was that it was all retro scripted, where like the actors, they'd come into the booth, they'd come up with a scenario and they'd sometimes they'd stumble over the words. They'd have they'd act like they'd be having regular conversations with one another, and that was what made the dialogue feel more organic whenever they'd fucking animate the dialogue to the characters. So like the animation was just shit, but like again, the dialogue was what sold it for like most of the show anyway. So for the first 5 episodes especially, you'd have like the guys stumbling over their words and doing whatever the fuck they want to do, just messing around, coming up with scenarios in their heads and just playing off of them, and just leading one scenario to the next. And any of the episodes with like the funny scenario coming to a funny end. And after like episode 6, I think they started doing like more scripted versions, but like again, the dialogue was more natural and more like nuanced and more kind of relaxing to listen to, like especially on a fucking Friday night, whenever someone watching the show will be incredibly drunk and incredibly tired and fucking insomniac, kind of like just falling asleep to the show and just like that kind of thing. And I think the best thing about the show is that like the ending of the series encapsulate like it basically just captures that whole childlike innocence coming to a really, really fucking harsh end, in the sense where like it fucking ends in the most abrupt way that it can. And when it ends, it's like you just sit there and you try to process it, and it just fucking hurts to process. So that's one thing about the show that I fucking love, is that like the ending is fucking hard. It fucking goes hard as hell, and that's why I love it.
All right, Jamey.
You cut off, did...
Jamey, you heard me, right?
I heard what sounded like you starting to say my name, but it cut off. So,
oh, okay. Alright.
So, the most recent show that I watched, probably The Owl House. Because they just had their finale, but I really don't think I've watched anything since I watched that. So, and it's amazing. I can't say too much about it because there's a lot of things to spoil. But
wait, when did you see that? Like
the finale of it came out after the Mario movie, like a couple days after the Mario movie. That's that next Saturday.
Oh, okay. So you saw it like
Yeah, but I've rewatched it a couple times since then, and also rewatched older episodes. It's amazing. It has really, really good LGBTQ representation.
Yeah, I heard it's amazing.
It has a really scary villain. Like, not so much scary as in like nightmare fuel, but I guess there's some nightmare fuel, but like he's mostly just scary because of how evil he is. And then there's just like, I can't really say too much more without spoiling some of the plot twists and stuff, because it's really good. I still highly recommend checking it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely look into it sometime.
But even though Disney shortened it, they made the most of it, and they wrapped the story up so well.
That's something I wish I could say about what show at this point. But when you said your answer about the Owl House, I was gonna say, wasn't the like, I was looking at the release day, whatever. It was like the 8th, right?
I believe so. If that was that Saturday.
Yeah. So I thought I'm pretty sure. Didn't I show you like a SpongeBob episode like after that? Whatever, it was Doodle Dimension, right?
Yeah, I think so. But I've watched this multiple times since then, also. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I've also went back and watched older episodes because I was showing someone I know in real life.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, and so.
Also, about that SpongeBob episode, Doodle Dimension, you did mention how you felt that SpongeBob and Patrick were a little bit too dumb in the beginning, whatever. Yeah. I
feel like usually they play off each other. Like SpongeBob is kind of naive and immature, but is still smart in comparison to Patrick.
Yeah.
That's usually the way I think that they're best portrayed. When SpongeBob is brought down to Patrick's level, it doesn't feel right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's kind of what they did for like after the first movie. And then after Sponge Out of Water, the staff changed, and a lot of the older staff came back. The old writers came back, you know.
Yeah.
Which, you know, kind of.
One of these days, I'm gonna have to sit down and just, watch a lot of the newer SpongeBob episodes because
there's a lot of must watches.
The last time I can remember actually catching SpongeBob episodes when they aired was when I was a teenager, and that was when it was before the second movie, so it was in that era where most people would consider them to be not as good.
Oh, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's kind of.
I still enjoyed some of them.
There are some good ones here and there, sprinkled here and there. But
I think my nostalgia for the early episodes was kind of blinding me to how bad the newer ones were at the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of vile ones. Like, remember the fucking one where what was it? SpongeBob gets a splinter on his thumb. That was awful.
Yeah, that one with the body horror and also the one where Squidward has his toenail ripped out.
Oh God, that scene. I
don't even know why he has a toenail. He has tentacles. He's a squid or he's an octopus.
When I saw that as a kid, I felt that. I legit felt like. But
that said, this might be a hot take, but I think that episode, other than that scene, was decent.
I thought it was
only because Squilliam got what was coming to him at the end.
Yeah. But what about I like a lot of the new stuff, really good. I think that they're as good as the first 3 seasons.
The ones you showed me were good.
The binary bottom.
Yeah, and I was
I think the Doodle Dimension one picks up when Doodle Bob appears.
Yeah.
That's when it gets fun.
My only issue with that one was kind of at the beginning, and kind of how, when they were activating the portal, they were kind of being their most dumbed down selves.
Yeah.
I like it when SpongeBob has a voice of reason, at least when Patrick is around. Obviously he's immature compared to Squidward and Sandy, of course.
Yeah.
But when he doesn't look smart in comparison to Patrick, he's dumbed down.
That doesn't feel right, yeah. I know in the old, I know in the bad era of SpongeBob, whatever, SpongeBob only either felt happy or a literal crybaby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just imagine if he had only one emotion, just blindly happy or whatever. Just imagine.
I think that's what a lot of SpongeBob haters try to say that he has. They just
he's only just annoyingly happy or whatever.
My dad and stepmom said that SpongeBob makes you stupid, and that SpongeBob also makes you gay. Like,
yeah.
And they weren't really the only ones either, because I don't know if I told you, but I did live in a home at one point, and the people that ran that place, that were like basically entrusted to be my guardians there, also, like one day the lady just walked in and said, "Okay, no more SpongeBob. I read online that it makes you stupid, so you're not allowed to watch it anymore."
I think you told me about that. So it's terrible.
Yeah.
I recently read an article where SpongeBob is like out of all like studies show that SpongeBob is like the smartest like kids show or whatever, like in terms of like vocabulary or whatever.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, what was the topic again? You kind of lost track, whatever.
It was the show you last watched.
Yeah, it was, oh yeah, Jamey, whatever. I brought up, and then I brought up SpongeBob too, for because she saw it, whatever. And it kind of devolved into that, whatever. Okay. What about you, Luna?
Give me a second.
Is this the last question?
No.
Okay.
Okay. I might as well give it to Lobster. Wait, did I give this to you, Lobster?
You did not.
Okay, Lobster.
Cash Cab.
Huh. What show was that? What was that?
It's a trivia game show that takes place in a taxi cab. You may have heard of it because it was originally on Discovery, but then they moved it to a GSN.
Huh. Okay.
Because to be honest with you, I don't really watch a whole lot of TV anymore. Like the most I do watch is like vintage game shows and the like.
Oh yeah. Also, I said this, but streaming shows counts as well.
No, but I did actually watch Cash Cab earlier.
Okay.
When I was eating dinner, so.
Okay. Luna, you there? No, she's muted. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm here. Okay. What was the last show you watched?
The last show I watched was on Netflix, and it was Sailor Moon.
Alright, cool. How was it?
Not much to talk about there.
Not to talk about there? Okay, alright. Alright, here's for me. At this point you would probably guess. Just rewatching. You know what. Coconut Fred. And just like this is just a rewatch, whatever. But if we're talking about like shows like that, I saw like, you know, like a new episode for the first time. Okay, SpongeBob, I guess. What was the last episode I saw of SpongeBob? I know I saw one recently. Shit, what was it? Oh yeah, this episode called... Shit, I lost it again. Aha! Return to Monster Island. Yeah, the latest episode of SpongeBob. Saw that recently. It was interesting to say the least. Like SpongeBob trying to deliver a Krabby Patty to a monster island, which also happens to be a tropical island. Oh god, apparently it's filled with monsters. Apparently, there's a whole ass volcano. Oh Jesus.
Go on.
And then there's some monsters. There was fucking hell. I'm suspicious of this episode. There was a banana monster.
Oh no!
Jesus,
where this is going.
Jesus Christ! Did they watch Coconut Fred when they made this episode?
Oh my god!
Did they base this off of Coconut Fred? My god, what the fuck?
So when I think of a living banana, what I think of is this.
What?
Huh?
Can I put it on voice text?
Oh my god! Peanut butter jelly time! Peanut butter jelly time! Peanut butter jelly
Yeah, only
Didn't
the real OGs will remember that.
Die?
Huh?
Didn't the original person who sang that die?
Did they? I don't know.
I heard that a while ago. I don't know how true it is.
It might
But I
be.
heard the original person who sang Peanut Butter Jelly Time passed away.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. By the way, I did not make this GIF. If that surprises you enough.
Do you like sushi?
No, I don't.
Because I've never tried it, but based on what I know it is, I don't think I would like it.
You tried sushi
Yeah,
once, I did not like it.
Hmm?
Yeah, I just don't like sushi. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I'm already kind of really iffy when it comes to seafood in general.
Same here.
The only time I'll really ever eat any kind of seafood is shrimp from that aforementioned hibachi place. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've tried cooking shrimp, and no matter what I do, it tastes like dish soap. I've tried using butter. I've tried using soy sauce. I've tried using teriyaki sauce. I've tried grilling it, for crying out loud. It tastes like dish soap. I don't know why.
Oh lord.
Yeah. Okay. Did we ask everyone this question? Like the last show everyone watched, or we asked this to everyone, right?
I think we did. Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Nintendo's future. What do you guys think how long do you guys think the Switch will last?
More years.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm aware, the Switch seems to be in pretty good shape, so.
Yeah.
Probably until 2027, I think, maybe, or fucking 2028.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long time before Nintendo decides to bring out a new console, seeing how well the Switch has been doing.
It's good money.
I think the next system might come out. I'm calling it right now. The next system will come out on next year. Just mark my words for it. Just mark.
I just drew this just now.
Mark my words. Nice. Put that in the art gallery.
Nice, Mario.
So good. It looks cute. Very cute. Love that. Love that. What do you think, Jamey?
The future of Nintendo. Really hard to say. I can't, the Wii U didn't even last this long, and we knew that there was an NX before that. I don't even think we have a code name to speculate on the next console yet. It feels like the Switch is just it. And
Yeah.
but obviously they're not going to just have the Switch forever.
Yeah.
So like,
True.
I think in the next few years they should be probably announcing at least that their next console is coming. Maybe not what it is just yet, but at least that it's coming.
Yeah.
Nintendo Twister.
My prediction of the of when it will be announced, it will probably be later this year, very very late this year, or whatever. And just like, you know, it will be like coming out like next year. Just if I happen, okay, in case this happens, this recording, this podcast will be proof of my prediction. And you will say to me, Kirsty, you were right. You called it.
If that does happen, I will DM you.
Yes, you called it. You called it.
And it's gonna get like 5 billion views going like, oh my god, he predicted the future. Jesus Christ.
Kirsty called it. Kirsty called it.
Oh my god.
Yoo-hoo.
Yeah. 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 My god. My god.
Yeah.
So, okay. Alright. And then the last question. Yeah. This is a question by Jamey. She asked, what, about something about the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door HD.
Oh yeah.
Rumor. Yeah. Yeah. Jamey, you can answer this first, since you suggested it.
Well, so I don't know if you might remember that like I shared a 4chan post that looked like it might be leaking something. That's fake. I made it.
I knew it! I knew it!
Oh my god.
I knew it was you! It looked too much like your art.
Oh my god.
So, well, those ideas that are in that are things I want to see. Like, I want Vivian's original story. I want Vivian trans in the English version.
Yeah.
And also a quick travel system, although not necessarily exactly the way Super Paper Mario had it. My idea for a quick travel system in the 1000 Year Door would be
that map you would see in the pause screen, and you would just sort of select it. Maybe like
the magical map. You know
the pause screen. Yeah.
Imagine if you could warp to any location that the story would allow you to walk to.
Yeah. Sort of like a world map, but in the pause system.
But it would still be like, say for instance in Chapter 4, when you're trapped in Chapter 4 because you don't have your name, you would only be able to select locations in Chapter 4 to walk to that you've been to. That way it wouldn't actually let you sequence break anything or go anywhere you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
It would lay things out if you can't walk to them.
Wait, no sequence breaking? Aw, boo. Aw. Sucks. For speedrunners are gonna be in shambles if that actually.
It would still be. It would still be
damn
really
it!
good
Oh,
and you would probably still be able to do the speedrun, to do the speedrunning parts that originally, as long as they don't patch things, they probably will patch things.
I honestly think it would be like just being the current engine that they're using.
Well, it could just be a port, because that's what they did with 3D All-Stars. They just ported the original versions and added HD textures, which were mostly just upscaled. That was kind of like a,
like a 3-pack or whatever,
Yeah, if they do that with TTYD, I would at least hope that they use the uncompressed original versions of the sprites. Like, before they were compressed to be put on the GameCube, they have full HD quality versions of those sprites. I do this because the icon for Sticker Star uses one. And also the trophies in Smash 4 use the uncompressed originals. And also, yeah, the spirit in Smash Ultimate for the Shadow Queen uses a higher quality version of her sprite.
That looked a bit different than the actual game ever. It looked like it was like remade.
Well, I'm pretty sure they didn't draw them at that low quality. But when they were originally drawing the sprites, why would they draw them so small?
Right.
Like, I feel like they use the same assets to make the sprites that they used to make TTYD's artwork, and they just changed the line color, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think the uncompressed versions of all the TTYD sprites exist in Nintendo's vault somewhere.
Just Nintendo's headquarters, Miyamoto's hiding in it, dumbing in the vault or something like that. Tanabe is like guarding it or whatever. I don't know.
But I know Goombella's trophy in Smash 4 has to be an uncompressed version of an old sprite because
the shoes.
Yes, the shoes are literally her early design from TTYD. They took a preliminary version of her sprite to use for that instead of the final version. And that to me suggests that they have an archive somewhere in Nintendo's headquarters or in Intelligent Systems. They have an archive of all the sprites made for TTYD, including early versions, and they accidentally pulled an early version for Goombella rather than the final. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Also, you can even see in TTYD one place in the game where the Goombas with souls are left in, or you can see the souls on a Goomba in one part in TTYD, and in Super Paper Mario, ironically, but in TTYD it's when Professor Frankly sends you an email. The screenshot of him shows him. In Super Paper Mario, ironically, it's the Goombas in the audience when you do a stylish move that show up on the screen. They have souls like the early version of TTYD.
Huh.
Yeah. So that's slipped through on many occasions.
Yeah.
It did indeed.
I personally would rather want a, like I said, a HD remake, just like sort of like have it be like in the Origami King's engine, just have it like crafted or whatever. Obviously, like, I feel like if they were to do that, they would probably have to like pull a Bowser's Inside Story remake on it, like sort of just like, I don't know, like remember what they did to the Mom Toad in the beginning of the game? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I would only see that being possible for like a few like minor NPCs, not major characters though.
I would not be surprised if Zesty becomes a regular yellow toad with a chef hat.
like the one from Color Splash and Origami King.
Yeah.
They use the same chef toad, the same yellow chef toad in Color Splash and Origami King. They just recreate the sprites. That's it. But just like I know that the major characters, their designs will just be mostly the same. I feel like Goombella and Koops would probably be a little bit changed, like at least for like the eyebrows for Goombella and like sort of like the eye placement or whatever.
I would hope they would keep the designs Goombas and Koopas had in that game.
And also, yeah, obviously they would have to. They would have to. Obviously they would have to, because that kind of what makes them, memorable. Koops. I would think they would use a Color Splash and Origami King sprite as a base, but obviously make it
Well, that's the
look
thing.
like
Like,
this.
I don't even. I think they should keep the original proportions of just the generic enemies. It's at least the Goombas and Koopas, like, and the Boos. I wouldn't mind if they changed the Dry Bones, and Yoshi, but
I don't
like,
realistically, I don't think they would
because if you noticed, even the modern versions of Kamek / Magic Koopa and the Hammer Bros and Boomerang Bros, those guys, um, they all have the classic Koopa shape for their beak, even in their modern design.
huh?
And that, to me, that's just a testament to how perfect that beak shape was. I just think it looks jank on the normal Koopa Troopas in the newer games.
Yeah.
I don't think it need. I think the color splash artwork of a Koopa is a better redesign because it's a lot more subtle.
Maybe. I don't know. They for some reason it kind of the newer design of the Koopa Troopa kind of looks like they're kind of smiling. They can look kind of happy,
Aw.
and that kind of I kind of find that cute.
I don't know. I think when I think of a Koopa Troopa smiling, I think of more like their smiling expression from like TTYD, because they do have a smiling expression where their beak kind of curves upward, but the front of it is still beaked. Like,
Yeah. But do you kind of see what I'm like, saying?
because the mouth is pointing up, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I just think it looks weird in the Paper Mario style. I'm so used to, especially since they didn't even change it with Kamek or with the Hammer Bros. It really
I kind of noticed the first. The funny thing is, I heard that Origami King kind of redesigned the Hammer Bro again, just for its like beak, whatever. Just like, you know.
I don't think the beak changed. Well, maybe
it kind of did. It kind of did. Like,
what I remember is that the hands changed. The hands are no longer individual fingers when they're fist.
Oh yeah, and when Mario kind of got a change with the fists, whatever. Which I like that upgrade. I like that upgrade.
Also, Kamek is redrawn. His nose has a bump now, and it used to not.
Wait, they redesigned Kamek and Origami King again?
Just like kind of the beak, the overall beak shape is the same, but the nostril now has like a visible bump where the nostril is kind of sticking out. It's hard to describe.
Huh.
But look at the sprite for Kamek in Color Splash next to the one in Origami King, and you'll probably see the difference.
Okay. I have a folder of Origami King sprites on me. I have every sprite, but I need to get around to like uploading more to like the Spriters resource. Yeah. What are your thoughts on all this Lobster?
Thoughts on what?
The Thousand Year Door remake rumor.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I mean, it would be interesting, definitely.
Yeah, it's like, I think it would be interesting. Though I recall hearing about a Paper Mario 64 like remake rumor a long while back, and I was like,
yeah, like
I was
about something like that would be like,
and I was starting to get
like someone made like updated like sprites and like the
I was
King
starting to get suspicious of that, like in of it being fake, because apparently the rumor has been kind of going on for a while. Apparently, even before Origami King was announced, and I was like, this.
Yes, you see how he has a bump there where his
nostril.
nostril.
I see. Hold on, Color Splash, Kamek. Yeah, I see it now.
The little nose.
You see the drawing I just posted?
Yeah, I saw it.
Ooh, nice,
very good
nice,
waffle,
very good waffle. I'll post that in the
Waffle
auction.
is a character that I can just draw.
Wait, what'd you say?
Waffle is a character that I can just draw without thinking.
That's me with Coconut Fred.
Oh.
See, and that's the color splash version.
Oh, what happened to the nose bump? It's gone.
Although I'm not sure that I think that his claw should be shown in his fist, because that just doesn't much detail.
He's a different model. The hat is different. The glasses are different. The claws are gone.
Oh no, not the hat. The hat is the same. It's just that I used a different, like a sort of like a walking sprite, whatever. Here's the actual standing sprite.
The glasses are still different though.
Yeah, it's
glasses.
It's very slight.
It's a subtle change, but you can see it.
It's very subtle.
I guess with this perspective, maybe.
No, it's just
wait, wait, the frame. The frame. Oh.
She's different.
Oh, you
It's
have a
not
good
just
eye.
bump.
You have a good. I know the bump. I know the nose bump. I saw that earlier.
Well, I mean, the color splash screenshot does seem a little bit stretched compared to the raw sprites from Origami King. I don't know.
Apart from that, yeah, missing claws. And I think the tooth is slightly rounder in Color Splash. Yep, it's rounder.
Yeah.
It seems like it's
and the nose hole is different as well.
Slightly.
Oh yeah, the nose hole.
Yeah, the nostrils are a little bit different shape.
Yeah.
So is the tooth. So is the tooth that's peeking out. It's rounder.
I think. Oh yeah, I remember we discussed this earlier, Jamey, like a while back, but about Mario's front-facing design in Origami King. Didn't we? I'm pretty sure we did. You there, Jamey?
Yeah.
Oh, we discussed this before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but the front-facing Mario sprite kind of reminds me of the that 2D artwork of Mario, whatever. That like Nintendo would, like a front-facing Nintendo, like 2D Mario artwork, or whatever, you know.
What?
I just kind of the head shape, or whatever, I guess. Kind of reminds me of that.
I think the way Mario's front-facing sprite looked in TTYD was perfect and didn't need to be changed.
They had that until, and then they changed that in Origami King.
But they were subtly changing the pose even before that, and I feel like those changes in the pose weren't really necessary, because I feel like it looks nicer if his arm that's not outstretched with the thumbs up is just behind him and you can only see his fist. Now, in the newer ones, he tries to put his hand on his hip, but Paper Mario's design isn't really made to have hips to put your hands on, so it just looks weird. And you know what I mean? It doesn't really have hips. See, that one looks fine, although I still think the face looks jank. Compared to the version from Color Splash.
I have a whole ass folder of these sprites, just organized by character or whatever.
Why?
Every character in Origami King, at least paper characters, like paper sprites or whatever, just each sprite individual.
But why?
Why not?
Oh, okay.
Also, I need to get around to putting the submitting a couple more, and that need to be in the Spriters resource. I think me and Jamey submitted the first like few. It was like when the game came out or back when the game was leaked. See. Do you remember? Do you recall? It was like Mario Bowser.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was definitely like. It was either when the game came out, around the week the game came out, or it was definitely around that time, long ago. This was like nearly 3 years ago. Holy shit, Origami King's almost 3.
It's old. The game's freaking old.
I feel old. I miss those hype train days. My god, you have no idea how fun that was. That whole hype train. Just me finding information and putting this new footage I find onto YouTube. Any sort of little piece of footage I find, I would plop it onto my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel was really doing well because of that. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't have gotten over 1,000 subscribers by now. It was the reason why I got over 1,000 subscribers. Like before the hype train happened, I had like 600, I think, or 700 subscribers. Whatever. Because of that, I got a lot of attention for just putting this footage. It was helpful for my YouTube channel.
How many subs do you have now?
1.7k subscribers. Yeah. I know Jamey subscribed to it, like in the main channel at least.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm not sure if any of you are subbed to my side channel, Penkey's side channel.
I didn't even know there was a side channel. Hold on, let me subscribe.
This is literally the channel I post Coconut Fred episodes in, and literally got away with.
Well,
those are still up, by the way. And by the way, the first thing you see when you look up the show on YouTube is literally the entire show in one video. And guess who uploaded that? Me.
You.
Literally me. Warner Brothers is sleeping. They're sleeping. They don't either that or they don't care. They probably don't care.
The entire series in one folder. If that's Penkey.
No, I mean like in one video. Just like it, but has timestamps in the description.
Oh, I didn't even go down. I just realized the first thing that I saw was the folder of Penkey, and the second video is a 4-hour-long video of Penkey's side channel.
Yes, that is like 4. Yeah, it is 4 hours, over 4 hours long. The whole show. Yeah. Anyways, where were we again? We kind of sidetracked.
I have no idea.
1,000 Year Door. Oh yeah, it was sort of regarding 1,000 Year Door, but the whole the rumor thing. I think it might be real. I think it might be real. Just take it with a grain of salt. Just do it like how y'all do y'all the other leaks. Also, I'm gonna say this right now again, Jamey. I knew it was you. I knew that leak was you. The whole, just the art, just kind of just like, oh, this is Jamey's, all right. It is very good. It is very good. I'll give it that. The art is very good.
You want to see a design I made of a potential new villain in a Mario fanfic that I've been coming up with in my head?
Mario fanfic? Was it?
Do you have an image?
Is it Super Mario or Mario?
Huh?
Is it Super Mario or Mario? Or no, Super Mario or Paper Mario? My bad.
Well, I mean, it does incorporate Paper Mario lore elements, but it's not meant to only be Paper Mario. It's just meant to be Mario in general.
Okay.
Because I consider at least the first 3 Paper Mario games to be canon to main Mario. So this particular story that involves this character would take place after TTYD, but before Super Paper Mario. And it would involve time travel, kind of like Partners in Time. But instead of time travel to the past, this would be time travel to the future. And Mario would be sent to the future against his will by a mysterious character who... I'm just not even going to try to hide it. It's Dimencio.
Oh, wow!
Although he doesn't actually reveal himself. He's not the main point of the story. I just kind of have him there as a nice tie-in to Super Paper Mario.
You just kind of shoehorn him in.
The reason he sends Mario into the future is so that he can make sure Mario stays on the path needed to become the hero and take down Count Black, so that Dimencio can do what he wants to do. But that was kind of an afterthought. The real development of this story would be this mysterious villain that I've come up with. He was an original concept to this. I'm adjusting the brightness of this photo and stuff so that it...
Oh boy, let me get on voice text. I need to see this.
Okay, so...
Come on, bring it on.
Ooh,
Oh!
nice.
It's a knight. I like the star hat. It's a sleeping star.
The visor kind of reminds me of Meta Knight's visor.
Yeah, it does. It looks to me like a bit of like a combination of like Meta Knight and like Kabu from Bug Fables.
Neither of those came into my head, but I guess I can see it.
It's just because they're wearing overalls.
Basically,
though I was also gonna kind of make it like Amogus joke,
No.
Please don't.
Basically, this character is the mysterious ruler of the Mushroom Kingdom in the future, but he is reclusive and no one knows what he's about, and
Mario.
he kind of leaves the whole kingdom in disarray.
Oh my god.
And it is said that in this future, Princess Peach, Mario, Luigi, and Bowser have all passed away. They've all befallen mysterious and, as it's slowly revealed, gruesome fates, basically being petrified.
Oh my god. Are they in the over there or underwear?
I'm not really gonna bring those into the story.
So it's just not.
What eventually happens is that when Mario goes back to his own time, he makes sure that this future never happens. But yeah, I don't want to reveal too much because I have a whole story in mind. I have the story in mind that during the point at which Mario gets sent to the future, he has just he has just been rejected by Peach, and he's upset about that and kind of sulking, and Dimencio shows up in a disguise and tries to say that Mario is destined to great things. You can't let that overtake you. Of course, Dimencio is not actually trying to help Mario. He's just trying to keep Mario on track so that he can do what he wants to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also that Mario, X Peach thing, I forgot to mention, but I usually think of them as, they used to be in a relationship together, whatever.
I guess that maybe. In this universe though, my version of Peach would be gay. So
Yeah.
That's
It's great. I like it. The Pauline X Peach. I like that.
Yes,
and
yes,
so
I love that.
and this story would actually lead into Mario becoming in a relationship with Vivian during the events of Super Paper Mario, because in this canon, Vivian would be involved in Super Paper Mario's plot.
I like to think Mario and Vivian went on a relationship like after the events of Color Splash, especially with the heartbreak with Peach or whatever in the beginning of the game, whatever. You know?
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like in this timeline that would have already been after it had already been all settled.
Like after the events of Color Splash, he goes back to Rogue. Like after he leaves Prism Island, he goes back to Rogueport or whatever.
Yeah, maybe I'll one day come up with an alternate universe version of Color Splash where the Prism Island has more interesting locals than just toads.
There's the big paint stars.
Yeah. I have created a fan-made species known as paint spirits. I don't have any drawings at the moment, but it's basically like a smaller version. I don't know how to physically describe them.
Oh, and another thing about this mysterious ruler that I've come up with, I haven't come up with a name for him.
Marlo.
Huh?
Okay,
so it reminds me a lot of Mario, so I thought Marlo.
Okay, so I came to a sudden realization. We kind of got done talking about the $1,000-Year Door room or whatever, where it just kind of sidetracked into Paper Mario in general, whatever. So I'm gonna stop recording right now. We could still be in this VC we're talking whatever. But anyways, thank y'all for watching on the third episode of the Origami podcast. And any last words for the podcast viewers or
Hello, bitches.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Yeah. You Lobster?
Just good night. That's
yeah.
all.
Anyways, until then,